In the mists of ancient time, a poet sings of great deeds wrought by mighty heroes, of monsters slain and justice restored, of wise counsel and devious strategies, of courage, valor, and daring, defiant of the gods themselves. On their way back home from the war, the heroes have become lost among strange islands populated by mythical creatures, dangerous villains, legendary kingdoms, and desperate people, each entangled in strife at the mercy of the capricious gods. It falls to you as the epic heroes of your age to seize this opportunity for greatness, to set things right in these lost lands, overcome the trials of the gods, monsters, and mortals, prove the glory of your name, and win your way back home. Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly neighborhood actual play show.
Neighborhood after the show.
As per usual, we are stoically moving forward with our playthrough of a fantastic RPG that is not Dungeons and Dragons, because there's we love the fact that actual plays have caused people to come and check out the hobby, but we also know that there are a ton of RPGs that are out there beyond Dungeons and Dragons that are very, very cool to check out. And we hope that by listening to our show and by checking out the games that we play, that you bring them home to your table as well. Tonight, we are on our 4th episode of Evil Hat Productions' very excellent Agon. Agon's 2nd edition, to be specific, which was kickstarted late last year. Now, normally, this is where we would be gesticulating, for those of you who are listening to some podcast, or whatever that was.
He was gesticulating. He was dancing. More of a
he would be in trouble at an 8th grade dance if he was just gesticulating that way. Normally, we would be gesticulating to the books of the games that we've partnered with, but Agon is currently still in the process of being finished after its Kickstarter. So Evil Hat Productions has graciously given us an advance look at the game, and I'm hoping that by playing this game, that we can also maybe have a hand in shaping a little bit of it as well. So Agon is a game of mythic Greek history where the players all play mythic heroes on a quest to find their way home after a giant war, and every island is a new adventure where they run into mythological elements and create their legends. Now, we are... Oh, man. We are clearly in a laser focus mode here tonight, playing this game. So let's hop into the introductions. If you have not
watched or listened to our previous episodes, we recommend that you go back and do that. This game is a little more episodic than some of the games that we've done, so I don't think it's absolutely necessary. But if you want a deeper understanding of the characters, why we chose the game, and what the game is about, we recommend listening from the beginning of this particular series. It won't take long. It's fine. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go around the table. Each of our players is going to introduce themselves. They're going to talk about their character's name and the details of that particular character. And as always, they are going to struggle to remember a memorable thing from our last episode.
Oh, no. I took notes, yo.
I remember. Now I was just trying to remember all the character names.
And now you're like, oh no, I remember. And then I'm like, okay, you go first. Yeah!
I would like to go last, though, because I want to make sure that this one is said, but I don't want to, like, steal anybody's thunder.
Okay, well, the leader usually gets to go last, so you'll go second last.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
That means that you start, and since
hi.
you're usually one of the people who is like, and then we did stuff that was cool.
I'm good. I was listening to it today.
All
Wasn't
right.
she the leader?
Yes, I was.
No, but our leader for this episode is...
Oh.
We're doomed.
I thought you meant the other thing. I'm good. Never mind.
Ethan almost spilled his scotch. Hi, I'm Tawny Thompson, and I am playing Lion-Hearted Pasiphae, the daughter of Hermes. And my favorite part of last episode was probably when Domon lit himself on fire again. So again,
it is a common theme for Domon.
it was great. It was well timed and amusing. So.
Kind of a running gag,
Yeah,
or burning gag. All right, let's go to our next player.
Hello, my name is Tony Cheek. I'm playing Polybius, the iron-minded Polybius, scion of Xanthos, worshipper of Athena. My favorite part of last episode was probably when I cast away shackles of potential slaves, and then we led a revolt against their captors. That was fun.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty good.
All right, let's move on to our next player.
Hi guys, I'm Jordan Fishburne. I'm playing the glorious Kyria, storm-eyed scion of Scythia.
Oh, you added glorious now too.
And
I barely noticed. It was very subtle.
my favorite part of last episode was stealing Velakis's voice. I just thought that was super cool, and I just wanted Glowy Jar to just shake around and be like, oh, I can hear him screaming. So
Oh, what do you think?
What do you think? Oh, let me out? Yeah, I would love to do that, but I can't.
Or rather, I won't.
Let's move on to our next player.
My name is Sarah Babe. You can also find me on encounterparty.com and also plotpointspod.com. I do lots of podcasting. And my character's name is Thalia the Heart Forger. She is a scion of Hephaestus, beloved of Zeus, because Zeus is bae. And my favorite moment from last time was a first for Rob when he got to officially say, guards, seize them.
Nice.
In all the years I've been gaming with Rob, it was really nice to hear you actually say that, like, for reals.
It was nice to say. Like, I've been running these games for years. Sometimes you don't, like, there's stuff that everybody assumes that you do, like, you do a dungeon crawl, there's a total party kill, blah 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 blah, and some of that stuff slips through the cracks. Like, there's some things that I rarely get to do. So thank you for remembering that, because that was a ton of fun.
See, I told you it was important.
how long did you practice that line in front of your Game Master mirror to get it just right?
Seize them? Seize them.
Guards, seize them?
God seize them. All right. Last but certainly not
It doesn't
least.
sound like words anymore.
Our what?
It doesn't sound like words anymore.
God seize them. God seize them. God seize
Guard
them.
sees them. No, not glasses. Never mind. So.
Godzilla.
I went to the actor's studio to say that line. And let's have our final player sign in, please.
I am Ethan Exit Anderson. I am playing Domon, scion of Doman, plaything of Aphrodite. And my favorite part, I think, is going to be stealthing with potted plants.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty good.
I believe my notes on that one were Domon and his fucking plants.
You must bring us a shrubbery.
His Solid Snake version of Steve.
If only there's a cardboard box.
That's how I'd like to play Mass Effect.
See, oh man, I don't want to get into Mass Effect strategy here, but you're going to want to spec for sniper if you want to do that. So,
it's pretty fun.
You're not going to do that because you like to run up people and hit them in the face, and that's absolutely not.
Yeah.
But see, I tend to play.
Mhm.
I tend to play sneaky, bang. Okay, sneaky, bang. So,
Yep.
Anyway. You're not here for that. You are here for some mythic action. And tonight we are heading to the island of Untitled. And the island of Untitled is has a massive amphitheater that dominates the high cliffs of this island.
I'm sorry to be a pain in the ass, but could you spell that?
Bam.
THAT.
Oh, thank you.
Dad jokes.
A golden statue of Nike, the winged goddess of victory, stands watch over the harbor filled with boats from all across the islands. The roar of the crowd from the amphitheater washes through the streets of the port like waves from the ocean. And now your leader has some signs from the gods.
Hermes, god of sports and athletes. His symbol is a tortoise flipped on his back a meter away from the tide. And Ares, god of war and conflict. His symbol is a vulture perched on the edge of the amphitheater looking down at the games below. Bum, bum, bum.
Some underdogs here.
You gotta flip the tortoise, you see, or it'll drown.
Why aren't you helping the tortoise?
What?
Oh, whoa. Okay.
It's on track.
Come on. Let's.
No,
I am helping the tortoise.
Let's stick to your ancient grace.
We're not
blade running.
We're not blade running. Okay, sorry, I got confused.
It's okay. That's okay.
It was a reference. We'll tell you about it after the.
We'll tell you when you're older.
Tawny's like error. Shutting down. Rebooting.
She's like a Nexus 3 tops. All right, so.
I'm gonna just put my pencil back in my hair and act like I heard none of that.
That's what a Nexus 3 would do. So, the ship makes its way into the bustling harbor. Like, unlike many of the islands that you've been to, where like you were the only sort of show in town. Like there are ships docked in multiple piers. In the harbor, and this is
Is the Scaphosi Me Scaphos the finest ship in the harbor?
I would say so.
Okay, good. Just checking. Needed to know.
But
reference.
you also, as you make your way up the pier, notice that this is a very wealthy port. People are like, most times when you come across even a merchant port, you'll see like merchants will have like one or two pieces of jewelry, and you see a ton of people wearing like multiple pieces of gold jewelry as they're milling about, and they all have, and in addition to that, some of them have like very tiny like flags on sticks,
Just like pointed sticks or just flags on sticks?
like little tiny like wavy
like little
ones.
pennants.
Yeah, little pennants.
Okay.
And so in addition to the sort of the usual kind of dock merchant stuff that you see, you also notice that there is a sort of a security like a choke point to go into the actual town part of the harbor, and people are waiting to do that. As people are waiting to do that, you see that when they get to the front, they start, they speak with a middle-aged woman who is resplendent in a breastplate with a gold filigree and a short sword on her side, and she smiles pleasantly with them, and she talks to them a little bit and directs them to what looks to be a slave or a servant with a large wicker basket, and most of the people pass through after speaking with this woman, but occasionally you do see people put something in the wicker basket, and as you get closer, you realize that what they're putting in the baskets are weapons. Swords. Knives. And you finally get to the front of the line, and the woman introduces herself as Minta. Welcome to Tetakos Travelers. We do ask that we hope that you enjoy your time, whether you are merely spectators of the Eternal Games or as participants in the Turtle Games seeking gold and glory. Do you know if you're going to be interested in joining the games or if you're just going to be watching?
We're here to flip them back.
I'm sorry?
We'd love to join the games.
Oh, excellent. Well, you do look like prime material, and I think that...
This is your fault. It's all your fault.
Worth it.
And I do believe that Queen Narcissa will enjoy watching you compete against the champions from all of the other islands. However, in the spirit of sport and in the name of Hermes, we ask that all weapons be left here with us before entering onto the island, as that is the decree of Queen Narcissa, to make sure that any rivalries don't explode out into the streets after what occurs.
What are the bouts? Are they wrestling grappling matches?
We have contests of all kinds. We have races. We have lifting competitions. We have wrestling competitions, throwing competitions, climbing competitions. It is the spirit of the Eternal Games is to ensure, or is to bring glory to the gods by showing how mortals can push each other to be the best that they can be.
So do we get like ticket numbers so we could get our weapons back on our way out?
Yes, of course. We ensure
like a soccer match in Italy.
Once you collect these items, if you like, we can put them back. We can either hold them, or if it's one item, or we also recommend, if you're afraid of that, you can we can put a security person on your vessel if you wish to put your weapons back on your vessel.
Number two.
Number
the
two.
second one.
We'll be right back.
What's all considered a weapon?
You're gonna have to leave your pecs.
My radiant smile?
Oh, sweet, sweet Domon.
What is your policy on demigods?
I like that you were like,
Yeah. I think me and...
Are you implying that I'm always a weapon? Because, I mean, you're right. However...
I'm implying that they're
Cheaters?
cheaters. Yes.
oh no.
I don't think that's at all very nice. No, demigods are not cheaters.
Polybius, be careful. Their feelings are very sensitive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt the demigods' feelings?
What? No. We just our honor.
He's impugned by honor.
Why would unless demigods are okay? Then I totally am.
Oh no, they are free to compete after all.
Fantastic!
Because they are expected by the gods to excel, but they also, if they are defeated, show the strength of
humanity,
the mortals.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
and you will
madam,
be good examples.
Are we pro or anti demigods? I got lost.
Pro.
Oh, this is gonna be a long
Domon
episode.
Pro.
I regret nothing.
Minta, you're going to be here for a while if you have to explain things to that walking slab of meat.
Oh. I mean, that's
Thank you.
very accurate, yes. Yeah.
That's a compliment.
You all recognize that voice. It is the voice of General Lycurgus.
Was he our general in the...
No, he was not the leader of your unit. He was the leader of the unit that
The one we tried to kill?
the one that you were rivals with.
The one that we tried to kill and failed?
I'm
We
guessing
remember
they
that
weren't
from the first
enemies.
episode?
Wait, no.
No, not they
Oh,
were. They
okay.
weren't enemies. They were on the same side as you. But
Okay.
We just wanted to do do them in
Right.
the field of battle. What? How do you say his last
Oh, I
name?
thought-
Lycurgus, Lykourgus.
That is not how I spelled that.
Nope.
Whatever.
Yes.
I chose not to spell.
I just phonetically try to get it as near as
Yeah,
possible.
it's okay.
So. Okay. So we're demigods and we're gonna be.
I
You
pulled my
stabbed
hair.
me? Oh.
He said something rude about Domon being
Mhm.
a slab of meat, right?
Not wrong, though. I mean,
Didn't notice.
Did not read as rude.
Yeah,
To
it just
Domon.
seemed accurate.
General Lycurgus, I see you've, you're here, so.
Are you also here for the InTurtle games?
Did you just call them the internal games?
No, he said the InTurtle games.
All right. Even worse than I thought. Okay.
Yes, we are here to excel in these games and bring both gold and glory back with us when we return home. And if we have to defeat you to do so, then so be it.
Oh,
Well-
just you, right? That was just her?
No,
I mean, he can try. However, we all know that our squad is, somewhat more.
our squad. I had heard that it was Kyria's squad.
You've heard wrong.
I actually run this ship.
I mean, it's kind of a democracy.
I totally imagine that they gave you some sort of toy crown. Like, here you go, Domon. You're the leader this week. Yay!
Oh, no. I took some of my, some of the vines that I can create, and I turned it into a glorious crown for him.
And an oar that said best captain.
World's best captain.
One oar. It doesn't reach the water even.
World's okayest captain.
General Lycurgus, it's been so long since we've heard any news of your crew.
Girl, that's some
What have you
shade.
been up
Nice,
to?
nice.
Have you just been here this entire time?
I think it's time for a contest.
Talk arts and oration.
I think it's time for some trash talking.
Do I get advantage?
No. You are.
need advantage.
No, I just felt that comment deserved it.
That's
She's like, I crushed you. Come on.
Like,
To be fair, though, Tawny's right. You don't need it.
I'm not on this.
Yeah, arts and oration
sure.
against General Lycurgus, who
I say blood and valor. 'cause
like
we're cold-blooded.
Curtis. Oh.
Save it for the battle.
Oh, damn. You're right. Yeah, good call. It just kind of came out of me. Because it's a Curtis. Oh. I'm gonna
and
step up.
11 is the strife. The contest is arts and oration. Who will face this strife in battle?
Thalia the Heart Forger shall face this strife
To erase my pathos.
and do that thing. Sorry.
Kill it.
Oh!
Love that shiny 10.
Fucking killing it. That was an 18.
All right.
Damn. You might win this one.
Oh, you're gonna get like a 35.
Well,
or something.
I'm going bare bones on this one to
Oh,
save up
gee.
that stuff for
Oh,
later.
yeah.
She's like,
So the most that I can
he
get
can
is
trash
13.
talk me. That's just gonna make it sweeter when I totally powerbomb him at the end of the show.
Kyria, the Storm-Eyed, will also take part in this battle of arts and oration.
Okay.
See, I only got an 11. There you go.
All right.
But you still made it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Lion-hearted Pasiphae, daughter of Hermes, marks some pathos, so she can also use blood and valor because
Okay.
she's going to intimidate as well. See how that goes. And that was kind of shitty. 10.
Struggling Domon shell.
What was
However,
that?
he has 0 chance of getting
What
above
was the strike?
11.
Literally
Really?
0 chance?
I have 0 chance of beating you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
We can just succeed, get, half points.
I got 12.
Nice. You beat me.
Okay, Iron-Minded Polybius shall also partake. Oh, okay, cool. 16.
Damn.
Still won.
All right.
I literally got the highest on all
Yeah,
my dice.
Well, you would have got an 8 if it was all of them, but
Oh, right, yeah.
still impressive.
Yeah, I would have been a 16 if I didn't get the 18.
Who suffers?
Oh, honey.
Why is it always me?
Oh, girl.
No.
In these situations.
It's always me.
In these situations.
Who prevails?
I did.
Yo,
Who is best?
Thalia the Heart Forger is the best. She's the best around. Wow, that was awful.
Yeah.
My-
See, I feel like we need to come up with the greatest hits of all the awful acapella stuff that we've done.
Yeah.
TMP sings the hits. Awful.
Kind of.
Or ... question mark. Would just
Or-
Sings the hit?
or sings
TMP bop.
yeah. Tim Pop.
Tim's bop.
Tim Pop.
Tim's bop. I mean, that's basically what we're going to be doing for wrestling themes. So, or maybe I don't know. All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Kick us off.
How do you
failure.
fail?
I think
So, just so you know,
After I delivered that stinger.
you don't necessarily have to be like, well, you don't have to narrate it as like, I feel like Pasiphae, from what I know of her character, like if you jumped into straight violence or were like, let's go, motherfuckers, that would be a fail. So if you want to do that way, I feel like that's a good out.
Oh, like you got your goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she pulls out her knife and then Minty, or no.
Yeah, Minta is like,
Minta.
Snatches
Pulls her
it.
back.
So
Snatch.
I was just throwing that out there. You are in control of this narration.
I think maybe like she thinks of something really cool to say and she walks up and she's like, yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. So
This is
we're
gonna be.
better than you. So
I really like the idea that like the running gag through the rest of the episode is you coming up with stuff that you should have said.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah!
The shower conversation.
Yeah. There's a French term.
the
but it-
refrigerator moment.
at the-
Leah Spirit of yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like the comment at the stairs, like where you're like walking out and you're like,
l'esprit d'escalier.
there it is.
There you go.
Hey, look at us.
Teamwork. We know stuff.
We know stuff. All right.
Then I think I was next.
So 11. So you
Yes.
just made it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do then, because I passed, is I'm going to.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
relevant. It's relevant.
Nice.
I'm going to just slick my hair back.
Just go. Woo!
Go up to Pasiphae, put my hand on your shoulder, and be like, "Trust me, it's not worth your time." And start leading you slightly away to.
You're
the
lucky
opener.
your chick's here, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Domon's gonna look at him and be like, I have no memory of who you are.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
You could just say me neither.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just say me neither.
And I like they're like, me neither. And everyone's like, no, really, I have no idea. And you're like, no, it's just leave it. Just leave it. Leave it. It's devastating. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
For real though, word for word. That's what I was gonna say.
Everyone! He was the general that we completely bested at that glorious fight. Didn't you fall asleep for that one?
I remember the fight. I don't remember him.
That's because he fell asleep during it.
During, not before, just in the mid.
During.
Oh.
They did walk into that smoke
walked
trap.
away and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, the smoke has given me such headache.
Oh,
I need
he
to
got
lay
the
down."
vapors. I do recall. I recall.
And also he peed himself. And
His consonants or
Incontinence.
incontinence was rather. We don't like to talk about it too loudly. He gets embarrassed. Oh,
he takes his helmet off.
Oh, the helmet comes off. Was that wise?
oh yeah, put it back on.
Just destroying this poor general.
He started it.
That's true. Like, he made one, like, kind of
Rude thing, and you're all like,
comment
and your
about
mother!
Domon.
Like, I just
I don't remember the rest, but your mother's a whore!
just hold back.
That was
I
hilarious.
just hold back a gag a little bit. Like, oh god, I think I just opened my mouth. Please put the helmet back on.
Ophelos! Yes, sir.
Oh, I remember him.
Oh, hey, buddy, hey!
I love you.
Bring our best. We're joining the games as well.
Oh, are you joining the junior division?
Pick your contest, Sea Witch. And I will best you personally.
See what? Sure. Oh, no. I'm not. No. You've got me mistaken for someone else. But if you'd like to challenge me, of course.
I said pick your contest.
Resolve in spirit.
Spelling contest.
No, our 5 weaknesses! Next thing you know, you're going to have us try to add simple numbers of like, spherical.
I wouldn't trust us
Here's
to
a
win that unless
question.
we're Tiny Rob.
Would a beauty contest be resolve in spirit?
Or it'll be like Bill and Ted, be like, "You have sunk my battleship."
That would be arts and oration, wouldn't it?
I think that would be arts and oration.
No, I feel like resolve in spirit because that's hard.
Well,
But you have to answer questions like,
Arts
what's your
is,
dream
like,
for the world?
performing,
What's
that
your
kind of
dream?
stuff.
Okay, because
honestly, I was expecting any athletic contest to be a resolve in spirit contest.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why we went to this island, because that is
Oh,
where
okay.
Domon is.
Strong.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
moderate.
yeah,
That's where Domon is the sleepy Viking. And
we'll make it a contest of athletics. Well, you'll see that I'm not merely a sea witch.
However, Domon is merely a bicep.
No, he's 2 of them.
No, I think it's just one
There's just
big
one
bicep.
Oh, did you see me with my pants off?
so,
Whoa, what? Whoa, hold on.
so like Kurgos and his men
No comment.
return a few minutes later with all their weapons stashed on their boat and walk into the town. And is that what you guys do as well? Oh, before I forget, those who suffered 1 glory, 1 pathos.
Oh, really?
For suffers? For
Oh,
You didn't
well,
suffer.
suffering. Sorry.
You're
One,
good.
those who, yeah, thanks. Those who prevailed, 6 glory. Those who are best, 11 glory.
Yeah. Oh, it filled out my boxes
Looking
nicely.
forward to that sweet 200.
You know what? You should shut your whore mouth.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. I don't really think you're a whore.
Just your mouth.
Yeah.
Just
Just mouth.
Moving on from there, somehow.
I think we're losing air.
I think we're making tea. Tea's ready.
Is this basically what romancing the game is going to be
Yes.
like?
Yeah, I mean that. Like I expect it being like
90
5 minutes of actual
Ugh.
discussion, half an hour of riffs, and then 20 minutes of
Wheezing.
laughing and wheezing.
Like wheezing and passing out in the corner.
We taped for 2 hours and we got like 20 minutes of some great stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Alright.
why you edit.
Right. At least keep the twist offs to a minimum on mic is my tip.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like, you can mute that. It's fine. Okay. So, do you leave your stuff back on your boat and head in, or what do you do?
Fine.
Correct.
Okay. You make your way into.
Do I get to bring my materials in outside of my chain whip? My bag of
It's not a weapon.
just harmless herbs
Your
and
component
spices and
pouch.
components.
Do you
Just-
literally do the finger quotes?
Not to them, but I'm talking to the game master. That's a
Do
different.
you
Herbs and spices.
You tell me. I will say that because you are so well known that you would
They
probably
might-
have to smuggle them in.
Yeah, that's what my worry is. Like,
Well,
Have
you can
done
do
that.
it. I'm just saying that because if
I
you
don't think they're gonna have like Hydra blood to lend me in the amphitheater, so I'm just smuggling it in.
they don't even have a CVS. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Like they don't even have like Cyclops eyelashes. Like that's the most common.
That's like
Oh my god.
they
that's
like
so
sell that. It's like
Gotta go to Walgreens.
I can't.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm very proud of
man.
myself. I finally said something cool for once.
oh, honey, no. What's awful is we can't be like, no, you're cool, because you never can say that and have it not be really patronizing. Even when I do it to my 4-year-old, I still feel like she's like, what the fuck, Dad?
Oh, I
No
can't.
way.
I can't wait until she's a teenager and she runs over to Auntie Sarah's house and I get
Yeah.
to show her all the things that you hate.
So, Republicans?
Oh, no, that I like.
No,
No,
you're gonna be like, Ronald Reagan was actually pretty cool?
No,
Like-
the orgy cover of Blue Monday.
Okay.
That's gonna
okay,
be.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach her how to be a goth. It'll be great.
Clearly, there was an election yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, people already think we're
It's all right.
SJW, so let's just lean into it. Anyway, you make your way into the town, and what's interesting in this town is normally in a town square there's a big fountain or a marketplace where people are selling things, but in this town there is just a massive leaderboard and people are wagering. And it's split by event and participant, and how many drachmae, what the odds are, and then drachmae are being tossed back and forth, it is rowdy and crazy.
I don't like it.
And by the time you get up there, your names have all already been added to the board and are betting on events that they think that you'll be entering in. They're even betting on whether or not you're entering into specific events, as opposed to that's the first bet is, all right, what are they going to do?
Can we bet on ourselves to enter in competitions?
Absolutely.
We're already kind of plus, but
Okay.
Well,
I feel like that's a fixed bet. If you say, I bet he's going to be in this one, and that's my name. Put that bet under Domon.
I would like to bet that Domon is going to enter wrestling.
Wait.
Then that completely screws up the odds.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Like the gang bets on themselves.
And somebody you feel a tug on your toga, and there's a young boy looking up at you and says, "Sir, may I ask a favor of you?"
Sure. What do you need?
Well, sir, I am not old enough to make a wager of my own, but I have gold, and well, sir, you seem like you have a very honest mien about you, and I
You're getting conned.
Yep.
and I would like to know if you would be willing to place a wager for me.
Getting conned.
Does anyone have a trench coat?
Sure. What is the wager?
Well, sir, I think that lion-hearted Pasiphae will do well in the gladiator combats, and I would like to place a wager on her.
I mean, if
If you
you'd
fail,
like to
kill
lose
this
your
guy.
money, that's the best way to do it. Sure.
But sir,
How dare you?
He didn't ask for your opinion, Polybius.
Yeah.
He asked you to place a bet for him.
I didn't agree to that, nor did he
That's
agree to
fair.
my opinion, but I gave
Well-
it anyway.
well, sir, if you don't feel comfortable placing that bet, perhaps you could direct me to somebody who would.
That guy.
I have a better idea. We need a long coat, and you sit on my shoulders.
Domon,
Why?
Don't do that.
you're already very tall. I just wanted to point that out to you.
And you're quite larger in width than the child, so it's not... He's going to look very
have a
oddly
point.
shaped around the elbows.
You should do it.
Our leader has spoken.
I'd like to quietly walk away and sign up for some events. I want no part of this.
Well, Kyria, as you are probably the keenest eye out of everyone here, you've noticed that the young boy is missing his left hand.
Oh.
Don't they do that when you steal shit?
Yeah, they sure do.
Does my toga have pockets?
Not anymore.
He stole the pockets, not my money. Just
No,
the
he
pockets.
he's the old pocket thief play.
Damn, my pockets are gone. I guess I can buy some new ones with this money.
I subtly check where I stashed my own components to make sure they were still there.
They're fine.
Yeah.
In his other hand, you see that he has a
Lightsaber.
no, he
That explains
has
the hand.
a gold nugget. That's true. He has a gold nugget tightly clamped into it.
Okay. I will place this bet for you, child. If
Are we gonna get his name?
His name
we
is
will.
Child. That's the
If-
twist.
when you
Two
win,
youths.
I'm not required to pay anything to get your winnings out and give them to you. Because I've heard of that before, where you have to help somebody open their bank account because their money is in lockdown.
Oh, the Aegean Prince scam. Yes. No. I'm just not able to make wagers.
What is your name?
I should have wrote this down.
Child
Yo.
1.
Lycos.
Lycos?
Mhm.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah. Is it emphasis on the lie in Lycos or
I don't get it.
yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
So your bet is that Pasiphae will do well in the gladiator duels.
Yes, I think she will slay at least 2 bears.
Okay.
Bears, you say?
wait, what? Lycos presses the nugget into your hand, and it feels unusual.
Oh, shit.
Aww.
You open your hand,
Am I
and
cursed?
it looks roughly the size and length of a child's finger, but it is made entirely of gold.
What the? Where the fuck is King Midas?
And that
Did you
is
put your finger in
where
that fish?
we end our first act here at Theater of the Mind Players. We'll be back in 10 minutes for our second act of our 4th episode of Agon.
That feel when a child gives you his severed finger.
And welcome back to our second act of Agon.
Episode 4.
Episode 4. When we last left our heroes, a young boy named Lycos
Just gave me a finger.
just gave
Gave
Carrier
me
the finger. Specifically, one of his fingers made out that seemed to be made of solid gold. Okay, the visual.
That's a bird.
I mean,
For the podcast, Domon was giving
the bird, the finger.
bird the finger
For probably
to-
a good 3 minutes. So,
Yeah, it was pretty great.
3 minutes? How do you tell time?
Time is hard.
Game time is different than regular
Wibbly
time.
wobbly.
Timey-wimey. That's fair.
All right. And no sooner has he handed you the golden finger than you hear, "What are you doing here? Stop that boy!" And he gasps and runs.
Over that boy hand.
And the
I cross my arms and keep the finger out of sight.
and
'Cause I'm no
the only
snitch.
No, you're over there
only
going.
the only
Yeah.
people who have Yes, I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard.
Check it out. I have
It's gold.
I'm a demigod
It's normal.
For podcast listeners, they're
Gold,
doing the
it's
really
normal.
weird thumb disappearing act thing. It's kind of hard to explain.
I fucked it up like real bad. But
Yeah, you did.
There we go. That's slightly less bad.
As a father, I'm very upset that you screwed up the classic father gag of.
I didn't steal anybody's
Listen.
nose, Rob. Okay.
I cannot do that because my thumb is too short.
Mike, you gotta
Like
All right.
it's
As exciting as this thumb talk is,
make your thumb longer. You gotta lie. That's the thing. It's a lie trick.
I have a question for the heroes.
yeah.
Are you going to chase after the boy to see where he runs to? Or are you going to run interference for him with the guards?
Can we do both?
No.
I would like to run interference because
Well, that ultimately, it is the leader's choice.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
my vote is on running interference because
Oh, I
he
did
has
see
great
I wandered
faith in
away.
me. And
So I don't know if I will be able to help because I did say I wandered away.
we did do that.
You probably see the commotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
wanna
I
see Domon's
see
on
the
fire
fact that the boy was missing a hand / handed over a finger?
I
Because there's
mean,
a
I
good
think-
chance I missed all of that.
I think I kept it pretty low key.
I think you did because I don't want you to be like, I don't know. So I want you to make a decision here.
Then I'm gonna chase after the boy.
Okay.
Aww.
All right. Everybody who is chasing after the boy, let's set up a contest.
Contest!
If I chase after the boy, can I still place the bet for him?
Yeah.
Because if he's gonna sell his own gold finger, it's not my job to say no. He's old enough at 7 to make these decisions for himself.
If he knows that it's a finger.
Okay.
He's old
So what
enough
you're
to
saying
bet with
is
it.
I should never ask you to babysit. Got it.
Oh, I could have told you that.
Hey, don't besmirch me. I have to be on the legit track for when my sister has kids.
Okay. Practice on them, and then we'll talk. All right. the strife is 13 to catch the boy.
Okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
And what are we rolling for that?
I think this is going to be a contest of resolve and spirit because you are running.
Wow, that was pretty great.
that
Not
made
gonna
my
lie.
day.
I am going to give my assistance to someone else
Thank you.
for like the first time ever.
You should probably help out your boy.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You boy.
Your boy.
Is that your name die?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a D10. I gave you a
And then
D10, but now I'm questioning
you
myself.
use a
Yeah,
God bond. Isn't that a
D12.
D12.
Oh, fancy. I'm just gonna use that.
Are you just going to call up your boy, which god?
Hecate?
You're not gonna
Oh.
save it for the tortoise games?
I don't need to.
The mean tortoise game. It's evolving every time. You're going to be like, then as we enter the Cranky Turtle Stadium, Cranky Turtle is, of course, the energy drink that sponsors the InTurtle games.
Have you ever seen a cranky turtle run? They're fast.
Cranky Turtle!
Yeah, cranky turtle.
Like, I feel like it's I feel like the shell, now I want to do So Cranky Turtle energy drink, it comes in like a textured can that has
We
like
can use
the
this for Worldwide
tortoise.
Wrestling.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, it's fun. Yeah, clearly Cranky Turtle sponsors the Federation. Cranky Turtle.
We could do some commercials.
Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. All right. Actually, as I recall, we're sidetracking here, but as I recall, there is actually one of the moves that you can take are basically sponsorship moves of like, oh yes, of course, I and my Cranky Turtle drink are going to do that. Who is going to engage in this contest of resolve and spirit to chase after Lycos?
Thalia the Heartforger shall run after the child. And run after him or whatever.
Find out where he's going.
Cool, that's gonna suck. Okay, that was a 9.
Okay, you suffer.
Strong Domon will chase after him like we're playing tag.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
14.
Okay,
there you go. You're welcome.
Prevail.
Okay, Iron-Minded Polybius shall chase after the child in a not
Threatening manner.
threatening manner. Okay, I got a 17.
You prevail.
And Storm-Eyed Kyria will chase after this child with resolve and spirit and with the insight of Hecate.
Are you using insight or using your god bond?
My god bond.
Okay.
Either way, she got
Just-
19.
It's
Jesus
real good.
Tap dancing.
Got that
Christ.
12 on that bond
Toby
die.
is so sad right
You know, the
now.
last time I used a damn bond, I rolled a fucking 1.
You know, sometimes
Kyria.
people are just better. My like clear dice
Go away.
set is like my.
Go away.
I feel like the end of the show is going to be like, you know, somebody writing in an ancient like manuscript and then shutting it, and then the camera pulls out and it's like Kyria dressed in like modern clothes, and she just kind of goes weak. And then that's the end of the.
I was gonna feel bad about winning this contest, except Polybius got higher than Domon. So I was like, if Domon wasn't the leader,
I like that she's pitying you. It's
Yeah.
just like,
if I
no,
could
no, it's
give
okay.
him,
You can have this.
if I could
like-
give him bond, I would.
I can give you like half of this. I don't really need
I was
it.
super stoked, and then you
For those
crushed my
13 sweet, sweet glory points.
What did you end up rolling there?
19.
Okay.
Shit. I got a 12 on my D12, and then I got a 7 on my D8. And
All
on
right.
my D10.
I'm over this game. It's done. I can't anymore. Leaving.
Who suffers?
Me.
I'll give you a choice here.
Yeah.
Do you want to take Pathos, or do you want to be caught by the guards?
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to kick Pathos.
Okay.
Because I gotta fight that motherfucker later.
Okay. Tell us how you suffer.
I start running and trip over a rock and fall on my face.
Did you trip over a turtle?
Yes, I tripped over a turtle.
Ah.
I tripped over a
The vengeance of Mars.
I tripped over a turtle that was on his back. And while I'm getting up, I also put the turtle on its front.
And it gives them enough time to capture you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's not captured. She had to choose
Oh no!
between
Wait.
the two.
Well, if I
Oh,
get
yeah.
captured, can I still fight?
Oh, wait, never mind.
That's the.
Oh, we'll have to see.
Well, yeah. Let's do the get captured because that's funner.
Okay.
That's funner, and more challenging for all y'all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get captured while I'm helping the turtle onto its front.
Okay. Who prevails?
I.
13? 14?
It's me.
What do? How do you chase down
You
the
said you
bullet?
had an idea of how you're
I
helping
know
me?
how I help you. I step out in front of him and yell, "Everybody move!" Like Andre the Giant.
All right.
So
So
So it's the
Squad.
opposite version of the movie.
Yeah. So I run up to the kid. I get close enough where I can touch him, and I yell, "You're it!" and turn around and run the other way.
Like, did you slap him so hard he stumbled?
Yes.
Whack!
All right. Polybius?
Space. I just, I guess I just shield bash my way through everybody.
Okay. Well, you don't have your shield.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I arm bash
Forearm
my
bash
way
your way through everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Using the inside of Hecate.
Well, I think Hecate, because you use your
yeah.
bond here, I'm gonna
Deus
drive a
Ex
little
Machina.
bit.
give a little bit of.
Well, no,
around
you
that.
hear Hecate whisper in your ear,
Okay.
and she says, "Go left. The boy is key to the rot in this place. There is a curse below the stadium that you must end."
Buy stock in Cranky Turtle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Chase the rainbow.
Chase the rainbow. Okay, that works. So then, do I get to?
No,
Catch
that's what
something?
Hecate says.
Okay.
So now continue with your narration.
Yeah.
I decided.
He
So
also tells you to build a
after
baseball
listening to the episodes, I've decided that people have been using God stuff, but not mixing it into their narration. So I'm going to do that, and then basically drive for that one light block, and then be
Yeah.
like, "Here you go." So
Give it back. Then I sort of scan the crowd in the direction that he's running to and sort of gauge the nearest side streets and make my way around the bulk to get there.
okay.
To sort of meet him and
Well, you
follow
meet him at a what looks to be a very small cave that goes into one of the bluffs that goes up basically at the bottom of one of the bluffs where the amphitheater is located.
Okay.
And he kind of
So just to recap, Donnie yells move, which moves everybody for Domon. Meanwhile, all those people get moved into my path, who I arm bash through, and all the while you just get told how to avoid the whole
Well, she didn't.
hullabaloo.
Hecate didn't tell me how to avoid it. She just told me what was going on,
Okay.
and then I
And-
used my brain to go around.
my
the
brain
crowd.
needs to get to the thing. Yeah.
And let's not forget that I'm captured
Yeah,
with a turtle.
we
haven't
running a
noticed
bit
yet.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, wait, where's
Mm-hmm.
Thalia? Yeah, great. Lycos, it's okay.
You're
We're not
not.
gonna
You're
hurt
not going to turn me into the into Minta, are you?
I'm not. I'm not a snitch.
Snitches
We're
get
snitches in the
stitches.
same.
They just end up in ditches.
I'm.
Well, Harry Potter hasn't
Yep.
been released yet,
I'm-
so
Yes, that's where the
Yeah,
term.
that's finally played.
Nobody
Fine.
has ever used that
But
term before.
In all existence.
I'm not going to turn you in. I just noticed something a bit odd about the gold that you gave me, and I had some more questions.
I understand. Do you think you can fit in there and I'll show you. I'll show you what's going on.
Am I going to turn into gold if I go down there? And I hold up the finger.
No, you haven't broken any laws.
Don't look at me.
Question, Game Master. Would smuggling in my components be considered?
Oh, that would
law?
absolutely be breaking some laws. Yeah.
Smuggler.
Not so smuggle. No.
No.
No. Sorry.
It's close.
That was bad.
I'm feeling a little smuggle
Yeah.
right now.
No.
Have potential.
I'm gonna
but
take a
it
sip
failed.
from my smuggle.
No.
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 Okay.
You're not a very good magic user. You're kind of smuggle.
Mm,
Oh no, that not better.
no,
Well, Lycos.
my feet are very warm in these smuggle boots. I don't.
Yeah.
It twitches.
And
Like we're throwing things at the walls to see if they stick, and none of them have actually hit the wall.
Pasta is not done yet.
and we've lost subscribers. Oh, by the way, Lori.
Oh yeah, for that.
Oh yes. Thank you for having me actually.
I get one 'cause I
narrate
helped.
this stuff. Shoot, it was 13 was the number.
Yes.
And a bond? Because I helped?
Yes, a bond with whom you helped. So, everybody who prevailed, 13 is 7. No, 8.
No.
No,
It's
7. And then 13 to Kyria.
Oh, let me just mark that down.
Now that's being smuggled, okay?
Smuggle snitch is that what I
I hope you do get
That was
turned
a
into
good one.
gold, and then this turns into the 10th Kingdom when we're just dragging you around on wheels.
That would be really good. But I am going to say to Lycos right now. Lycos, let me be frank with you. I brought something onto the island that I was not supposed to.
Oh, whatever.
So
And
if
you better be quiet. And you better hope that Minta doesn't find it, because if she does, well, I mean, I'm just a slave, but you'll be turned into something far worse.
were you turned into gold?
A bear. Oh my god, they turn people into bears.
A secretary.
Is this brave?
No,
That'd be good though.
I was born a slave, and that is my fate. But I injured myself in one of the smelting pots.
Oh.
Oh, that's why his gold finger. Oh, okay. It's not quite as. That's still terrible.
Yeah, that's still real bad.
Trying not to make any Bond references.
What have they turned people into, Lycos?
God damn it, Tony.
Look around, and he gestures, and you see just how much gold decorates this city.
They really don't need a Kyria statue here, I don't think.
You would be everlasting at that point.
But that would
Yes,
sort of...
Kyria, go with the child.
That would...
Everyone would remember you forever.
That's not my ultimate goal
Going
as
with
a
the
character
child-
person.
is to be a.
If I wanted to be immortal, I have several paths that I probably could look into.
Going with the child isn't going to turn you into gold.
He said that it could.
No, if you get caught.
If I get caught,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go with him. Like, going in the hole isn't going to turn you into gold.
Well, I asked if that would do anything to me, and he said, well, have you broken any laws? So I was like, that was a qualifier I wasn't comfortable with.
Technically, right now, right now,
Right now?
like right now,
When I was outside the gates, it was okay, but when I went into the gates...
like right now.
Does it count if I put it right here?
I don't know what you're talking about. What? Yes.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, Rob.
Yes. Throw it out your window. That always works.
Pro tip, it doesn't.
I know.
Serena Bobbin.
Domon, quick, eat this. Eat this, Domon. You have to eat all of it.
Oh my god. Oh wow! I really want to see Domon eat a handful of your mystic herbs and shit, just to be like. I don't get what the big deal is. He turns around. There's like a dragon with wings coming up from him. Hey, where'd this cool cape come from?
I will say then it would be 7 herbs and spices.
As long as it ends with you on fire again.
Well, he sneezes, and then so it sets himself on fire. You see,
Charbroiled 7 herbs.
yeah, plus the oil.
Oh god. Okay.
We should have had you be set on fire every episode.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Are you going with the child?
Really, well, like,
Are you sure nobody else wants to go down there? I'll just.
you can go back and get other people to share in your glory. That's fine.
We're all way behind you.
Where am I?
Behind her.
Oh, okay.
I'll say Lycos one moment, and I'll flag down my posse.
Okay.
And then I go, "Where's Thalia?"
Oh, she was just
She's gone. And
was
when you
just,
turn back, so's Lycos.
Oh, that brat.
And
I still
the rest
know
of
where
them.
the cave is.
So you failed to catch.
No,
the kid.
you're
I see.
you're standing right by the cave, and
Okay.
you're like, "Hey guys, come over
Yeah.
here." And when you turn back, he's already gone.
Guess
Okay,
who's gonna be
okay.
gold?
I didn't do anything. I helped a turtle.
Well,
They-
you tripped on a turtle.
They have to prove that she was chasing after the kid. That's not illegal, maybe. But Pasiphae,
Pardon.
you're small. Can you fit in this cave?
I'm what?
You're small of stature. Can you fit
Pardon?
in this cave?
You're slender.
I don't feel small.
You look small.
I really don't think that's the case.
I can't fit my glory in this cave. Can you go in there?
This is called the glory
I
hole.
mean,
If you
No.
can't fit in this glory hole, I can.
I realized too late that was gonna happen. But I was like, I hope they don't figure it out, and it was all for naught.
Yep. Matter of
however,
Really.
I do believe my bravery will take me through, so I shall step into the cave.
Okay.
Real quick before you go in there, have you broken any laws yet?
Just
Not
let her go.
that I'm
Then never
aware
mind.
of.
Cool, that's fine. Go ahead.
What laws are we discussing?
Just the laws,
The laws
of
of
the
man?
island.
Because
Of the-
truly my beauty has broken those.
Of the island.
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay, then can you just report back on what's in there? I was advised not to go into
You're
the cave.
being very sketchy. I really don't care. So, I walk into the cave.
Well, you crawl in.
I
It is-
crawl into
it
the
is.
cave.
It is time.
I appreciate your letting my sketchiness go.
So you make your way.
We built some trust.
Yeah,
Even if
some-
you're a dick.
during the
Trust.
war, that
Even
we
if you're a
relied on
dick.
each other.
Yeah,
There's
no,
trust.
That's true.
You make your way through the cave, and it isn't long before you start to feel heat, and you come out in a larger cave where there is a massive forge. Like there are, and it is clearly powered by, like, you can feel the red glow of magma, or you can see the red glow of magma illuminating the cave from the bottom. Like, this is very Temple of Doom type, setup. And you skirt your way along the side passages because you hear the sounds of ting 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 and scraping and whatever, and on one side of the cave you see a cage, and there are probably half a dozen people inside of
Oh,
it.
I'm fixing to break some laws.
And well,
Okay.
because you may be surprised to hear this, there are guards around the cage. Like, it's not, they're not just like, it's not an honor system cage, sadly. And
I mean, it's a cage. They probably can't get out easily. Maybe the guards are gonna go on lunch in a minute, and I'll just.
we need, and then there's an echoing boom through the cage through the caves of, we need more materials, and the guards open up the cage, and everybody like scatters to the back, and there's a brief struggle as they pull out a man in his probably like mid-20s, young man, and he's saying, and you hear him pleading like, I'm sorry, I'll never steal another loaf of bread again, I'm sorry.
You've done this to me. I stopped them from chucking him into the forge or whatever the hell they're fixing to do.
Okay, you're jumping to action?
Without seeing the
Did
thing?
you not expect that?
No. You don't.
I mean, I'll watch to see what they're fixing to do.
Well, let me ask. Well, are you watching to see what they're doing, or are you jumping in right now?
Well, they're taking him towards a forge?
No. They're taking him towards another cage. Except this one is covered.
Oh.
You know what? Here's the thing. They all know what's going to happen to them, so I'm going to rescue them and I'll ask one of them. So yes, I'm jumping to his aid.
Okay.
Because...
But what if there's cake in the cage? What if it's like a nice surprise?
It doesn't seem like he thinks it's a nice surprise.
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise then, if you knew.
Meanwhile, Minta looks at you as you are being held by the guards. I can't believe you damaged that turtle.
I put the turtle back on its front so it could walk.
I'm very sorry, Thalia.
It's
But-
not damaged. It's better now. I'm holding the turtle. Can I be holding the turtle?
Yeah.
It's better. The turtle's
And
just
turtles
fine.
like legs are like. Meh, meh.
Yeah, it's really cranky.
This turtle's perfectly fine.
I'm very sorry, but the gods have spoken through Queen Narcissa, and you are sentenced to the forge.
I do not like this place.
But I
Just
just
the rot.
I tripped and I put the turtle back the way it was. Why I really do not understand what I have done wrong.
Well, perhaps you will understand while you wait.
No,
In
if
the
you
forge.
could really
And the
explain
guards
me
start
right
to
now,
pull
that
you.
would be great. I would really. I just helped the turtle.
Cut back to.
Attica!
Do I have? Well, you're gonna do some action. I want to get you guys back into it. So I think you see, Thalia being dragged. Like it's interesting. She's screaming about the turtle. Everybody has kind of turned away, like because they don't want to look at her.
So are we all?
Well, everybody, all the citizens.
All the
have.
citizens. Okay. I thought
don't
you
know.
were all like...
I
I don't know the
pretend-
bitch.
I pretend to look away, but I'm actually looking.
The turtle's just fine. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to the
I
turtle.
don't know nothing about no turtles.
And I think you hear probably one of the you hear one of the merchants, like in one of the stalls nearby, kind of look at one of the other citizens and goes, "Her fierce spirit means that she will likely shine very well."
Oh, I do not like this place.
His name is Rupert. Did you even bother getting his name? No, he's perfectly fine. Aren't you, Rupert? Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
That's what he meant by
And now
you
you're
will make
killed for
something
being
truly
Right.
fine.
Are you going to follow her, or are you going to try to free her right now?
Oh, shit.
What do you say, boss?
Well, you can make your arguments. I like that you're both like, well, Domon, as the tactical wizard that we know you to be.
I would like to follow her.
I feel like if we free her now, we're gonna get a storm of shit dropped on us real quick.
Whereas if we fight our way out of the forge, we'll mostly destroy that entire section, maybe?
According to the sign I got from the god Hermes, we need to save the turtle.
So does that mean we're going to save
Like a literal
Thalia?
turtle, or is Thalia the turtle?
Well, there is a literal turtle, so I think that has to be the right one.
Turtle. So, I mean,
So do we? Is
yes.
she?
Answer's
We don't
yes.
care. We just care about that turtle.
I believe that's what I interpreted from the gods.
Okay. Right.
Hermes really got you with that one, didn't
This one was
he?
really literal, Rob.
So we're saving the turtle then.
All right. If you are attacking them right now, this is going to be a contest of blood and valor.
I'm going to say to
If you
Yeah.
try to follow them, it is going to be a contest of craft and reason.
Oh, I want that one. Okay.
I'm better at the other one.
I'm gonna say to Domon. The turtle-
Remember,
Yeah.
also because we haven't done this yet,
Yeah.
you can also
Use a bond to.
spend basically a
Follow
bond
my
to
lead.
take control.
Oh, to have them follow my lead.
Mhm.
Hey, boss. I think that.
So are you spending
So,
a bond? Or...
When you say that, I turn around and look behind me.
No, that's fair.
That is fair.
He's like, who is boss? Who is boss son of? I don't even know.
Is he more handsome than me?
What is his epithet?
I'm gonna say, hey, boss. It looks like the turtle is in immediate danger, so let's follow them until we can determine for sure. And I'm going to use my bond.
You're right. They could be leading it to the water.
That's true. They might be saving the turtle. Let's make double sure before we intervene.
I made you leader, so whatever you decide, it's as if I decided it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be.
All right, so you guys are going to use craft and reason to follow the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get this contest set up. The guards are. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do that.
If I sit out but give a bond to help, does that mean I can go with, or does that mean I'm behind?
I think that means you're still there. I mean, it isn't.
Okay.
I don't want to split the party any further than I already have.
I'm giving you that.
The
as a bond.
the strife is set at 9.
Do I get to roll on this too? Like to assist them, maybe if I see them coming.
If you want to.
Can Rupert poop on command to leave a trail? I can't believe I just said that.
Squeezing him like a mustard bottle.
I mean, is that a thing that my god can make a turtle do?
Only if at the end of this, the great deed that you put is
Turtle
Turtle squeezer.
Turtle turds.
Master of turtle turds.
Turtle pooper.
That's just a joke, but that would be really funny. But
I don't know. I feel like Trail of Poop is weirdly mythological because like it's one of those myths where you're like,
you can use it.
really?
Man.
You can't squeeze poop
They went
out
with
of
a
a turtle.
poop joke?
This is silly off the rails.
4,000 years ago, and they went with a fucking poop joke.
Sounds about right, yeah.
You can't squeeze poop out of a turtle. Can you?
But she's half Poseidon, so maybe I don't know.
It's
Okay.
Follow your
So
heart.
who
He's a
is joining?
scared
Who is
turtle.
following in this contest of craft and reason?
Can I press
Yes.
the part? Okay.
Yes,
Sorry,
you can.
I wasn't listening to your actual answer to my question.
Because you were contemplating
Turtle poop.
turtle poop. I mean,
Um,
like you do.
Yeah, like you do.
Strong them Domon is.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, roll it.
10.
Okay.
Damn, that's the first time that guy's ever done that shit. I don't think it's ever.
I'm glad that you got it
before.
I'm glad that you got it to shake it off on poor Domon.
You got it out of its comfort zone.
Thalia the
Yes.
Heart Forger shall do her best to leave a trail of maybe turtle poop. Help them follow the trail. Oh yay, that's an 11.
Okay, Iron-Minded Polybius will follow that poop trail. Okay. 12.
All right. who prevails?
R1.
Who is best?
Oh, was it me?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right, let's go from the bottom to the top.
I simply nonchalantly follow that turtle.
And every once in a while, I'm like, no, don't go by that stall. Wait.
No.
Wait, no, I know that's shiny. Let's keep following the turtle.
He keeps stopping to check out different oils. He's like, "Oh, this
This one smells
is
nice.
like is this coconut?" And then Kyria's like, "Let's go." Like,
It's a buy one get one.
We'll buy one, get one later.
Yeah, everyone else is like, "Let's follow."
Ye old Bath and Body Works.
I was going to say everyone else is like, "Let's follow Thalia and make sure she's okay." And he's like, "I have a bunch of Bath and Body Works coupons, so do you guys take store credit?" Anyway. So Thalia, you leave your trail of turtle droppings.
I kind of love this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm following the poop. I stop someone and I'm like, poop, and they're like, oh, thank you very much. And I just continue.
How big is this turtle? Much poop is in it.
And
Turtle poop is a weird color sometimes.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'm just used to tortoise poop, so they only
It
poop
could
in
be
water.
like a really big turtle.
Really?
I mean, we're talking
Good.
mythical poop.
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
it's rainbow
Mythic turtle poop, which I think is our episode title. So,
Mythical turtle poop.
um,
Oh, good.
So far, it's been like
The mythical turtle poop of Domon. I just almost died.
I don't know. Out of all, seriously though, out of all of the heroes, the mythical turtle poop of Domon,
Yeah.
it fits. It
Yeah.
really does. It.
I would vote for Domon and the InTurtle games.
And it's only fair that since I made you leader, that my best friggin' me being the best at a contest is following poop.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
you follow the guard.
The honor.
Oh, yes. Everyone who prevailed gains 5, but who is best, which I believe is Pilivius, gains 9.
Yeah, 9 poops.
You follow the trail to you follow the trail to the one area that is actually like heavily guarded. Like there is a militia presence scattered throughout the rest of the town, but this is where there's actually like a fort built like into the side of the mountain. And they take Thalia inside, and you're able to well, you tell me, how do you guys get inside past the fort?
The guards take me in.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
We walk up and be like, we're supposed to be in there. I'm like, okay.
Confidence is key. You pretend you're supposed to be somewhere.
I invent a clipboard, and then
and a hard hat.
And I get us some wrist bracelets that look official. Like, you see, we're allowed in there.
well, do you just kind of grab like soldiers like helmets and stuff, and are like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we.
I got my hands
You
stained.
guys Wizard of Oz it all the way.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Meanwhile,
Hi.
so how are you jumping in here?
Blood and Valor. I'm finding something that I can use as a weapon, whether it be a large rock or like a bar from one of the cages
Or you
something.
punch one of the guards and take their sword?
Pro tip: don't
Yes,
use a turtle.
that. I do that part.
All right. So this is a contest of blood and valor just for you, Pasiphae.
Oh, great. Please be a low number. I can't look.
Oh shit,
25.
Is that a
17.
D12?
8
Okay.
is
I am also going to call in the divine favor of the daring of Hermes with a D4 this one. So, okay. Lionhearted Pasiphae is going to do this. Uh, 12.
okay. That prevails. that jails. So
Your best.
yeah, your best.
Oh, good.
So you get 8 glory. And I think you do so you tell me how you take out the guard. I'm sorry. You're driving.
So I go for the one that is like literally has the
He's like
kid
eating
by the
like an
arms.
apple. He's like, oh no, the one that's getting the thing, and he's like, don't make me whip you, boy.
I reach out before he can grab his whip, I guess, and I grab it from him and wrap it around his neck. And I'm not necessarily choking him, but I'm like, I would let go of that young man if I were you.
Trying to figure out how Hermes is going to assist this.
He passes out real fast.
I have a condition. He lets go of the boy, and the boy immediately kicks the guard in the nuts.
Nice.
Ooh.
And you hear like Hermes' laughter in your ear.
I think I'm definitely like, thanks, Pops.
and the young man looks at you and says, "Come on, we've got to get everyone out of here."
Good plan. Then you're going to tell me what was happening.
Have you ever heard of King Midas?
Oh, yes.
God bless
Yes, I have.
America.
Let's get out of here and then we'll talk.
Well,
Is he in there?
Yeah, he says, "Oh, because he's over there," and he points at the covered
Oh
cage.
shit, he is actually over there.
And that is where we take our second act break for our episode of Agon.
Come on, Rupert. Let's go.
Now we have a ship turtle?
We have a ship turtle.
And
I'm kicking
we'll
Rupert.
be back with Act 3 of our adventure right after this. And we are back for Act 3 of Episode 4 of Agon from Evil Hat Production. All right, yes.
I love how this is a perfect turtle size.
We could go grab a tortoise that you could use as.
Oh, you do have a tortoise. Oh my god, can I seriously pet your tortoise?
Yeah. I mean, not at this exact moment.
Oh.
It's kind of cold down here.
Yeah.
Too.
The slave that you freed
Instantly dies.
is named
Truth Coast?
Stratton. And he takes you to see the king. And because he says, and as he takes you over there, he says, if I am to be free and we are to be free, we must all be free. He is a prisoner here, just like the rest of us.
Right.
And he pulls open the flap, and dangling from the cage is a old, emaciated man, and you can see the chains that are wrapped around his wrists have been turned to gold, and you can see strands of his shaggy hair and his long beard have been turned to gold, and he looks up at you like, I don't have the strength today. You have to feed me more.
Worry not, Your Highness? Wow, okay. Don't touch me, I'm gonna get these chains off of you.
I'm not there.
And,
Well, you reach out to get to.
I was gonna use a tool of some
Wow.
sort. Or, like, find a key on one of the guards that I...
that you knocked out.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me, what sort of tool do you find?
I mean, it's a forge, so maybe like a chisel and hammer,
Okay.
and I can just like tink.
They come off quickly because gold is softer. And he drops to his knees and his hand
That was great.
hits the ground and you see already.
This is such a bad plan. I've planned badly.
And that's when you hear a familiar voice shouting about a turtle.
His name is Rupert. He's perfectly fine. You do not need to be
Just take her right to Midas.
Everyone hide.
No, you cannot take me and my turtle.
Can I find, is there like a cart, like a mine cart? A mining cart that I can get him in, and then we can pull the cart, so the cart turns to gold, but everything else is fine.
Well, he's actually very good at not
Touching things?
like. Apparently, he has to touch them with his hands, and he's very like.
Okay, just the hands.
Yeah.
Gloves!
Hover handing is.
We can
the
get
inventor.
gloves!
You're going to encase his hands.
Chainmail gloves!
Whoa, does that mean Keanu Reeves is King Midas?
Oh shit!
Everything he touches turns gold. So.
Chainmail gloves! Did they have chainmail in this era? Sure.
No,
Are we
I
sure
don't
about
think
that?
so. I'm pretty sure.
Just give him gloves.
Leather.
So
We can invent chainmail.
So you do see a cart nearby, and you dash over to grab it, and that's when you see Pasiphae, Polybius, and Kyria all hiding in that cart. Like you're like, okay, let's get in the.
Aha! Hello!
There you are.
We have a problem.
Yes, Thalia got captured.
Oh! Good! Great! This compounds the problem that I'm having.
Don't you dare touch Rupert!
Of course, following steaming piles of poop would lead me to you.
Fuck off. I've found King Midas. He's being held against his will, and they're forcing him to turn people into gold when they've done bad things. I need this cart. You need to get out of it.
That explains what Hecate whispered to me about the rot being under the amphitheater.
Oh, he does look pretty rotten, yes.
I don't think it was referring to that, but I hop out of the cart.
By the gods, you hear one of the guards growl. He's broken his chains again!
Good day, my gentle guardsman.
What are you doing here? Who
been
are you?
Sent by Minta. She asked me to just check in with you.
Yes, the classic. Let's have Toddy talk her way out of
I was
trouble.
gonna
Yeah,
smash his
I love
face
it when this
into
fails.
into the thing as soon as he was distracted.
Okay.
That's so nice about it. Once they catch her, she has to punch them anyway. So it's really good.
Okay, well, so talk until you get close enough to punch him.
Yeah. Minta sent me, there's been some mistake. My friend, and her, don't touch me! The small Rupert thing that she has in her hand. There's been a mistake, and she's really not supposed to be coming here. Smash!
Okay. So.
Who's Rupert?
The turtle.
There's a turtle.
With diarrhea.
Pops, you're very little
Well,
sometimes.
Probably not constipation because he's all squeezed up. Okay.
Funny thing about, I'm not going to go to gastrointestinal stuff right now. Sorry.
All right. So the battle is joined here.
Woo!
Because I think now you guys have to fight your way out of the gold mine.
So, we're not gonna get to defeat, General Lycurgus? Lycurgus?
I mean, we're going to free the city that him and his followers were just.
This is so.
Well,
hanging
that's
around
how
in, so-
that's how the plan worked.
Just checking.
I mean,
We're the
I
ones
was the
that are
one who's
going
going to
to-
fight him, so.
Yeah.
We'll still be
So
the
much for
ones
those
with our
bears.
names around after this event, so.
Plus, we're freeing Midas.
So
Trust his touch.
As long as he doesn't touch our ship.
That would be bad.
Yes.
what
Did you put your finger in that fish?
Does gold
We
float?
can turn the ship into
No.
gold.
I mean,
But neither do no ships. It's about the displacement of water now.
yeah, I
And
mean,
then we
I
could-
hate to agree with Ethan, but I am with
Yeah.
you on this
But
one.
the weight.
Gold is
Depend-
really dense.
Yeah.
You could sell the ship and get a bigger ship.
We don't need a bigger ship.
What do you think, Rupert?
We're already the nicest ship in port. I don't think we want to try to.
Anyhow, let's enjoy this final
Battle thing?
battle thing.
Final battle thing. Okay, so first is, as always, the engagement roll.
No thanks, I'm already married.
And here you basically have the entire gold forge. From what you can see as far as the operation goes, it works like this. Midas touches people, they turn to gold, they then get dumped into a like a big pot, melted down,
And made into stuff.
and made into stuff.
It's really barbaric.
Wow, that's
Fucked up.
dude, let's burn
But that
this
doesn't
place
work how it
down.
works in the 10th Kingdom, because it's fake gold, and when they melt, they turn...
Write a letter. So
I vote we just burn this whole city down.
There's innocent people here.
And bears.
Presumably. Lycos
Innocent
isn't
bears.
at fault.
Innocent bears.
He still
Well, if
needs
he
a place.
wouldn't have broken the law. No, okay, sorry, that's not.
We can take down Mita, though, and figure
I
out
can't
where
even
she
pretend to
takes her
make that
orders
argument,
from.
yeah.
Do we know where she takes her orders from?
Queen Narcissa.
Oh, yeah, there. We need to take her down.
burn them all.
After we destroy the heart of their operation.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you burn them
Freeing this lovely old man who, please don't touch me, would be the best.
But you're so nice.
Oh, God. The start of it. So.
Yeah.
Aha, it was a joke. He was joking.
I'm too weak to joke. All right, so as part of the engagement roll,
So fabulous.
let's see here. So I am going to roll the strife here, because so basically you've got to your goal here is to battle Mita and her slave guards to fight your way out of the forge.
Mhm.
So we're going to roll that. We're going to roll. Let's see, I'll do that one and that one. But you get to declare what domain you want to use for this contest.
Mhm.
And 13 is
15 seems to be like the most common number.
well, it's whatever plus 5, so
Yeah.
you got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
All right, so who wishes to declare their domain first?
I would like to declare resolve in spirit
Okay, and how are you doing that?
by simply standing up and saying, "You cannot keep this man for any longer than you have had him. You are irresponsibly destroying the lives of your people and people who have come to enjoy your games." Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
And just
That sounds-
no.
I mean, that sounds more like arts and oration, but
Oh.
Maybe blocking them?
Maybe there's an argument over the turtle. No, you can't have him.
might I suggest if you want to do a resolve in spirit, I think like maybe freeing the slaves and rallying them would probably fit there.
That's even better. I
Let's
like
do
that
that.
even better.
Okay, roll
Be
it.
free!
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 12.
You
It would be
suffer.
It would be really Evil Hat, it'd be really nice if you could add the D4s.
You're supposed to have the
After-
D4.
After.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, really good mechanically if you could add them afterwards.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
I will undertake this with blood and valor, obviously.
Okay. You're gonna be beating up some slave guards.
Oh yes. Yeah. And I'm gonna call in the assistance of Domon, son of Doman. Your name die, please. Good sir. Why with the giant dice? It's just.
I have a giant name.
It's 5 letters long.
It's throbbing.
Of all of us, you have the shortest name. Except for Rob.
Oh!
Oh yeah. Now the giant dice is my favorite.
13.
You prevail.
Kyria, the storm-eyed scion of Scythia, is going to engage this battle with craft and reason. And the ingenuity of Hephaestus.
Okay.
Those are all the ones that I see there. Right, okay. Just double checking. I have them all. Oh.
Can you
Finally
maybe
fail
can
something?
you maybe not cackle so loud when she fails?
Did you finally fail something?
9.
Oh my gosh, you finally failed something!
This
Like 4 episodes!
Wow.
The one again.
It's been 4 episodes, Rob!
That is brutal.
4!
Put this in your jail.
No!
It rolled a 1 again.
I feel like you need to like subsidize her for that or something. Like
No, it's enough.
she's like, no, the glee in my heart allows me to imprison this tiny piece of
It's actually the
plastic.
first time you failed.
In the entire 4 episodes.
This is not true.
No!
I
don't
failed
know.
at least once in the first episode.
I think this is like the second time she's
I
failed.
don't know.
I distinctly remember having failed at least one time.
How dare you? I failed at least once in this entire.
Are you going?
Yes.
I feel like though it was like a fail, like
A fail upwards.
No. It was like not a not critical. It was one of the end rolls, I think, like
Yeah,
the
it
sacrifice
wasn't-
where you're like, meh, whatever,
okay,
not
yeah.
something like this.
I think you might be right. Yeah. I remember that.
So Strongnum Domon is going to use craft and reason
Hey.
and the wisdom of Athena,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw a rock at Midas and say, "People make bad metal. Rock work better."
What?
Why are you throwing a rock at Midas?
Because he's gonna catch it and it's gonna turn to gold. Be like they're using criminals for all this stuff.
He's really old.
When-
Okay, alright.
It also
Okay.
wasn't his fault.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what,
All right.
Like a thing for them to see. Look at this. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be people that you turn into
Yes.
gold. Okay, that makes sense.
Alright, that was a bit of a trip, but I kind of see
Oh,
got
like
there
you
at the
could
end.
use things other than people.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
It took us a
that was
minute,
some
but we
Domon,
got there.
that was some Domon logic right there. I keep it. Keep
I
it.
mean, it's a 7.
I'll allow it.
For podcast listeners, it landed like on the edge top of his dice tray.
13.
Ooh, you
Alright.
won.
You
Okay.
bitch.
Iron Minded
prevailed.
Oblivious will use Blood and Valor.
Has anybody hit the target yet?
Yeah,
Those
No, those two. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you hit a
I would have
18.
hit if I would have remembered to, bring in a God
I
favor.
don't remember what I hit.
I
I
don't-
just know I
can't,
won. I don't think
because
it's that high though.
before-
I don't think you rolled.
I'm a little testy
You
about
did.
this one.
You rolled an 8. I had an 8 on
I
yours.
know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
5, 13. I
Yeah,
had a
13.
13.
So the three of you got a 13.
It looks like it.
Roll off.
Everyone got 13.
Yeah, roll off your name dice.
I've rolled a 9.
But you know what? I rolled
8.
more than you did.
Don't worry, guys. I'm rolling a d8.
Oh,
what did you roll?
3.
12. Oh, that's
all right. So
I got a 9.
you prevail, or you are the best.
Ah!
Who suffers?
Yeah, that's gonna be us over here.
Oh.
Let me cry into my amount of glory.
yes. You are. There is.
Wait. Do I still get a glory even though I failed?
You know what?
Yes, you do.
Oh man, I'm just gonna break 200 on this.
Like I was gonna
roll.
say, this is
I just hit 165.
this glory is the theater of mind president of the gif of Woody Harrelson drying his tears with the $100 bills.
Yeah.
Like, that's too bad. All right, so Who suffers?
I
What did you each roll? You rolled a 9.
rolled a 9.
What did you
I
roll?
rolled a 12.
Okay, so
I get
you
trampled by this.
so you kick this off with your terrible idea.
I
Oh,
am going to call out. I did use Hephaestus.
yeah, I know. I was just about to ask that for you.
I can own up to having done that. So I thought it would be a really great idea to try to use the smelting pots to create a barrier to keep the guards from being able to attack us. It didn't work out. So I think Kyria goes up and is like, okay. She's never worked with actual hot smelted metal before. So she's about to do the thing that she's about to do, and then she's like, oh wow, that's really hot. So she's just cold stopped because her plan, she has no way to actually put it into effect.
I think Hephaestus actually thinks this is a pretty cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
He actually kind of likes this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're maybe going to get a little bit of wrath from him for trying to trying to bust up this operation.
Oh, damn. Oh well.
People gold.
Yeah. It's a cool forging idea, I guess.
Mhm.
People.
I think
ornaments.
I run to the where everyone is being kept, and I open the doors, but manage to get trampled by everyone because they're
So you're like, be free, and I should have moved because they just push you out of the way. Okay.
No, Rupert.
Who prevails? So you rolled a 3, so you go
Yes.
next.
So I basically show them that anything could be gold. You don't have to use people, and then you also have, you don't use up your slaves.
Oh, that's an awful take. Come on.
Awful take.
Oh, man,
I get it, but that's an awful take.
Okay. Plebis?
I use Blood and Valor, so I would like to just kind of push everyone into Midas and have them turn to gold.
Okay.
Midas.
And Pacify.
I still have the whip that I stole from the one guy,
Mhm.
so I use that to just
Whip it good.
corral the guards out of our way so that we can move everyone past.
All right. So, all who prevailed gain 7. Tawny gains 14.
I thought it was 13.
Or no, 13. I'm sorry. You're right. She's like, give me the thing.
I'll take 4.
Those who suffer take 1 pathos and gain a glory.
Boo!
So
Oh, I'm
you
only at
get
200 glory. That's
an
so tough.
advantage dice that
Tiny.
you can use. So now we are in the threat phase. So during the threat phase, the heroes and the opponent collide. In this case, the opponent, I think, is Queen Narcissa, because the slaves are running out of the shaft, and the queen is sending soldiers in to stop you. So here, the first thing that we do is we talk about the disasters. And the disasters are as follows. You must decide if Lycos is killed in the battle. You must decide if Stratton is killed in the battle. And you must decide if the massive reserves of melted gold overturn and explode and run down into the town and encase all of the innocent people below.
I'm gonna do that one.
Plus, you must also battle
The queen.
the queen.
So we have 4 things.
Well, remember the battle, the
Okay,
attack
yeah,
is different from the
the clash and the defense.
Mhm. So you must decide whether you are attacking or defending.
Which one's Blood and Valor today?
I want to defend Lycos, but it depends on what that's a thing to do.
I think defending the town is going to be Craft and Reason. Protecting Stratton or Lycos are going to be Blood and Valor.
I will protect Lycos.
I'll protect the town.
Yeah, I'm better with craft and reason, theoretically.
I have an extra D10 as well, which actually I could save that for the final.
Mm-hmm.
I might save that for the final, and I'll do the Blood and Valor, the defense.
For Stratton?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have one person that can save the queen.
You can
Or
battle the queen.
Defeat the queen.
And then I guess it will be me.
Leader
versus leader.
I feel like I should do that.
Whoa, I love how it was like, oh wait, no, let's reallocate these resources.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the extra D10.
I think Domon's got it.
I got it.
But we're both on the town, right?
Right.
So if you want to join to
I should
defeat
do
the
that.
queen, I can protect Stratton.
Okay.
You're the leader.
Don't fuck up.
Are you
Me?
how are you battling
I
the
won't
queen?
fuck up.
Are you talking to her or are you fighting her? I feel like this is a good opportunity for you to use your suavity and be like,
Yes.
all right, so
I'm going with him though, and I'm Blood and Valor.
but it's arts and oration to seduce the queen.
That's okay. I'll take some pathos and use Blood and Valor instead. That's
I love how you absolutely trust him to do this. It's great.
Oh no, I'm going with him.
That's what I'm saying. I love how you are trusting him, and
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
no, wait, no, I can't.
She's attending, so she can see
Just
it
in
happen for
Because you're kind of into it. Is
for
that?
for the songs later that tell the tale of our glory.
All right. So, who is defending Stratton?
I
All right, that's going to be.
Don't fuck up, please.
Blood and Valor.
Hold on. No, that's going to be Resolve in Spirit.
Okay,
Is that better for you or the same?
it's the same.
Yo, Kyria, can
so
I
here's let me restate the contest because we're basically doing a spread.
Yeah.
You're going to help deal with the queen and basically convince her to stop doing this creepy stuff. That's going to be arts and oration. If you're protecting Lycos, that's going to require Blood and Valor. With Stratton, you're going to be using Resolve and Spirit to basically lead him and the rest of the other slaves out before they get melted. And then to keep the town from being destroyed, that's going to be Craft and Reason to basically set up this barricade, and as the gold starts through the town.
Oh, wait, Lycos is
Blood and Valor.
sweet.
So let's start with Lycos. Who is defending Lycos?
I am.
All right. Let me set your
Strife.
Strife. Yeah, we're gonna do those. That's just the guards. And that's 11.
Okay.
Oh, this is with help from Kyria, by the way.
Okay.
18.
All right. You prevail. So
Did that help?
It did.
how do you? So tell me how you protect Lycos, and B, how Kyria helps you.
Oh, she doesn't say that part?
Well, you figure it out together.
Yeah.
Like what you're kind of doing, and I'll jump in.
Yeah, I assume that I make it known to Lycos that I apologize for being a dick in our first meeting, and I say, get behind me and I will make sure that no harm will come to you. And so basically I just have my shield and my spear, and just, I make sure that we're in a place where nobody can come from behind.
Mhm.
So I'm just basically killing anybody that comes near us.
Okay.
I would like your assistance.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Which dice would you like?
the white pretty ones.
My name die?
Yeah.
Deeds and trophies. What kind of die is that?
D10. Might I, if you don't, I don't know if you have something in mind for helping him.
I will take additional suggestions.
Might I suggest that you cast some sort of spell to basically get everybody their gear so that we can throw down?
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Nice.
once I get
Fan of the players. That's the agenda.
once I get over by Stratton, I say, please hold for one moment. And I take
Wait!
I take the blood of the Hydra and I drag it along some runes on the inner edge of my armor.
Okay.
And do just like a wave, and like as my hand passes over the view of everybody, they're now wearing their
Gear.
gear.
Now
yeah.
I have my.
They have their gear, and then I just do like a little fist pump, and I have mine.
Oh yeah.
And then I turn to. Well, I guess I should probably roll to see how effective this is first before I start.
So this is leading Stratton.
Yes.
Okay, let me do.
I apologize for that.
This is mostly my bad. I don't know what's happening.
12 is your strife target.
5 + 6 + 2.
13.
Yeah, you did it.
13.
Thank you. Okay. So, I talked to Stratton, like advising a plan on how to get out of here. As I mentioned, Polybius has taken Lycos, and you can see that we're in your best interest. So they sort of take my word at a little bit more of a
12 glory.
12 glory.
So that's Stratton who's defending the town.
I am.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
What was my glory?
11.
Ah, thank you.
Okay. You're defending the town. Your strife target is 13.
Okay, cool. And I will take my courage from Domon and his advice of don't be on fire. I feel like that's how you help.
Never not be not on fire.
Oh,
Yes.
man. I just realized what. So, if I want to pause that for a second. Back when you were messing with Hephaestus stuff, I feel like you actually were like broke the chain and then it went back together. And then you broke it again and it went back together and you're like, oh yeah. Sorry, Hephaestus.
Yeah. And I forgot, I did use insight from Hecate on that last roll.
Okay.
So
I think
she
she
does a
whispers
cool...
in your ear, basically, turn left here, turn right here,
Okay.
turn,
Sweet. So I'm like, I'm being guided by Hecate. Follow me.
Okay.
Made sure to glow a little bit so they really get sold.
I will basically with do I have it's just me. There's nobody else there.
It's just you.
Me. Okay.
Using craft and reason.
Okay. With the with the inside of Hecate, I will and help of Domon to be not on fire. That's what I will do. That will be. What am I looking for again?
13.
Oh no.
Your target is 13.
No.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Well, they were complicit.
Am I allowed to give the D10 to someone else to use? No.
Not after they roll.
He had a 12. I'm real tired of missing these things I've won. Like, very tired of it.
So you suffer. Take 1 glory and 1 pathos as you watch the town burn.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Real talk was General Lycurgus.
We'll get it to him. Don't worry.
Oh, fuck.
So, who is clashing?
Everybody dies in a fire. Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. You are attacking, or you are trying to convince Queen Narcissa to stop her, to let...
With words, apparently, yes.
Yeah. This is... So let me set her...
A lot of dice drop.
She's a queen. 10.
Okay.
Right?
Put
Was
two
that
people
8,
on
or was
the
that...
10 roll.
I didn't roll that, right?
No.
I rolled that
No.
one. Yeah, okay. All right, 10.
I'm gonna go
So, are you rolling or are you helping him?
I'm rolling.
Okay, well, pull your...
What are you rolling?
Strongly Domon is using the beauty of Aphrodite, his master of dreams, and resolve in spirit.
Nice.
I'll see what happens after I roll.
Okay.
Is that a 4 on that D4?
Yep. Damn, son. 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I guess I should have helped Sarah. It's too late to go help Sarah?
It is too late to go help
Okay.
Sarah.
Told you, Domon had it.
All right, well, Lion-Hearted Pasiphae, daughter of Hermes, is taking some pathos to use blood and valor, also calling in the wisdom of Athena. What?
You should fail this roll just so it's justified.
And also, like, my D10.
Okay.
My extra D10.
You're not going to save that for the final battle?
It's
Oh,
not.
nope. I rolled a 1,
I
too.
thought this was the final battle.
No.
And I'm a dumbass. Okay, well, also I rolled, like, absolute balls.
Best.
8? Is that what I'm seeing?
10.
Oh.
That's a D4.
Oh, I keep forgetting you have that weird D4.
Yeah.
Okay, let me set, because you're doing a blood and valor.
Your die failed me. Real
Okay,
bad.
you can't put it in jail. It has
Not
it has
right.
diplomatic immunity. Sorry.
That was
Diplomatic
immunity. Man.
I would have failed helping you anyways, so...
Damn.
12 was the target that you're looking for, because it was a different contest. Because it was wait. No,
I used pathos.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it was 10. It stays the same contest because
So I didn't fail.
So you didn't fail.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 5 glory. Domon gets 10.
Yeah, Domon 1-1.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming. Well, I don't. You tell me. How are you assisting? I have an idea. If you want some
Please,
help.
because fuck, arts and oration is not my strong.
I like the. Basically, I think you are there outside of the Queen's chambers, making sure that nobody goes
can
in.
win. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Domon, I think that. Well, how are you convincing the Queen to free King Midas?
So I yell out to the queen. She looks over, and I'm standing in the door with the sunrise right behind my back. That's Aphrodite illuminating my presence as I stand.
Are you banging the Queen?
And then I'm using my Master of Dreams to be like, I've had a dream of a city where no one was turned to gold, and everyone got along.
Yeah, that's gonna not be a problem from now on because they're all dead.
And then you see the flames shoot up behind me from the city.
It provides a really warm glow. It accentuates the tan in his skin.
Wait, am I on fire? Am I
Okay,
on fire?
so you.
My back feels real
So,
warm.
Domon, you determine who or what the domain of the final battle is, because to get out of here, you're going to have to face General Lycurgus, because he's going to want to take Midas for himself.
Oh, bitch!
Dick.
Let's go with Resolve in Spirit.
Leave my old man
Yeah.
buddy alone.
I think we already decided it was going to be Resolve in Spirit to begin with, but that was only during the games. Never mind.
So let's go right into the finale. How are you?
Was that a 1? That rolled
no.
a 1?
No.
Okay. What did it roll?
Panic.
I don't remember.
Panic.
So I like the idea that the finale is actually a boat chase. Like you have hauled King Midas and Lycus and Stratton and the rest of the slaves.
Rupert's okay, right?
Yeah, Rupert's fine. Onto the boat, and because Antietakos is lost after the village burns and everything, and you run out of the harbor at top speed, and you see Lycurgus's ship behind you, and trying to catch you. So it's a lot of row, you bastards. All right. So
Gently down the bay.
That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't put it into.
That is 14.
God damn it.
Is
Birch.
I'm not crying about the town still.
what you need to outwit or outsail General Lycurgus. The contest is resolved in spirit. Good luck, everyone.
Using a great deed is a D10, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's one of your treasures.
I mean, a great deed or trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a D10.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how much for a god bond?
A D12.
Ooh, shit. I will save that. Mainly because I do not have a D12 out. I don't trust your dice.
Hey, Thalia, you
Okay.
wanna give me a name die?
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So
Calling
then-
on there.
Lionhearted Passivate, Daughter of Hermes, is taking a point of
Name die,
pathos
name die.
to also bring in Blood and Valor. And then I'm calling it a bond on Zeus and using my great deed of Giant
Where'd it go?
Slayer.
Where'd it
Okay. Roll it.
Lots of dice. Please don't eat shit like last one. I mean, I still. Oh, what's the strife?
14.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Okay.
Here.
15.
All right. You prevail.
Jail. Jail. Jail.
Mass dice raids. All right, who's next? Declare your deeds.
Iron Man. Iron-minded Polybius, Scion of Xanthos.
Iron Man 4.
I am using bond with Hecate
Okay.
and something that I was. Oh, and naval architect.
Okay.
Nice.
That's gonna be 15.
Tied.
Okay. Tied. All right, who is next? But you both prevail.
I will go. Thalia Heartforger shall call on a divine favor from Zeus and her bond with
This is like, I got like 3 of you on my line.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wait, he's not invented yet.
Yes.
So, divine bond from Hecate, bringing in pathos to bring in my craft and reason for my resolve and spirit. And there's a divine favor, and there was that's it.
Okay, roll it.
So there's and the giant's branch for my
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Ooh.
Just roll the
If you
love
got
of
'em,
time.
guys.
Just please, just don't roll ones. That's really just all I wanted to see.
Ooh.
What am I trying to get?
13.
14 is the
Strife.
is Strife. 15 is the top roll right now.
Did you also roll a 15?
Nope.
Wait, you had a +2 on there, didn't you?
Yeah, it's still only 12.
Oh fuck. God damn.
I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
Kyria, the Stormine, is going to be using the help of her friend Thalia.
Oh.
Resolve in spirit. Craft in reason.
So she helped you, but biffed it.
and using the Master of Sirens call and the Wisdom of Athena, so she's smoking it all. To try and
Jordan's real mad she missed that one roll.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 3.
19.
19.
Oh,
You
7
prevail.
It is, but these are 2 8s.
Oh, okay.
Yay, little die!
Yeah, better
Your
than
little
Jordan.
die did beautifully.
Yay! I'm so glad you didn't decide to roll well for me.
Do you not want to call in like bonds and stuff?
Just knocked us out with that 21.
What
Is
What?
it like 2 dice?
The one that his
I got
last
3.
roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how much
Oh
I
my-
get
oh
if I
my-
don't spend shit.
Oh my god.
Nope.
4.
Just the 4? Okay.
7 in total.
Who suffers?
I did.
I don't really want to talk about it, but yeah.
Who prevails?
Hi.
Who is best?
Oh, that's
Okay.
me.
It's gonna be either one of us.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it without
Yeah.
Thalia, to be fair.
So you guys get 7, you get 14,
Ooh, I get
and
one.
we start off with Domon and narrating how he suffers in this chase.
I pull out my world's best captain paddle. And I start rowing as fast and hard as I can, not realizing it's not long enough to reach the water.
Oh my gosh.
That is that
Accurate.
adds up.
That's
Yeah.
so accurate.
I was thinking about helping, but then I set down Rupert and he started wandering around the boat, and I needed to find him and secure him before I could help do anything else.
You have a weird Rupert fixation now?
He's a turtle.
All right.
I couldn't save anything else in the town. I'm saving this turtle.
Fair enough.
Oh, man.
Oh, we have to roll off.
Or you can just
Oh.
choose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that with Naval Architect and the inside of Hecate that I added a little upgrade to our ship.
Did you like do like a James Bond mini boat? Like
No, what I was gonna do is I'm gonna like pull a lever and a bunch of barrels filled with like very flammable oil go out.
Can I help you with that?
And sure.
Because I called in a bond on Zeus, so I asked Zeus to bring down lightning on his oil barrels.
Ooh, boom, shaboom! I love it.
Also, pull the lever, Kronk!
With I am for a moment I'm walking back and forth across the ship, struggling to do, and I see Thalia helping this turtle, this poor thing of the water, and I go, "Oh, sirens!" for some reason, association, and I recreate my siren call whistle, and start calling in a storm and get the wind in our favor so we can start pushing ahead of the general.
See that, Rupert? You're saving us.
Yes. And,
All right.
the wisdom of Athena struck me in that moment. That was
Nice.
what it was. Since I used her divine favor.
So because you won the clash, you decide whether Lycurgos calls off his raid or his boat sinks or he dies. Like, what are you doing to this guy?
We already hurt him pretty bad just in the initial encounter, so whatever.
Just speaking at him.
Yeah, I think
We should make the leader decide.
that's true.
Yeah, that's what leaders do.
What happens to him, man?
I forgot to do that before the final battle. I apologize.
Yeah.
Well, I believe his boat light's on fire.
That is true. We do have a storm brewing, so we could probably hit him with a couple.
And we did the
lightning
oil
bolts.
barrels with the lightning
Yeah.
bolts.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
So he shakes his fist at you as his boat sinks beneath
Yep.
the waves.
yep.
And we're not really sure what happened to him.
Yeah.
Didn't see the body.
All right.
I could smell it though.
we will return
Smells familiar to you.
with
yeah.
our.
Something had to be on fire at the end of Domon's episode.
It's true. It's true.
Too
We will
soon,
return
Tony.
with our Exodus phase to see what the ultimate fate of the island is, and we'll be back in just a few moments to figure that out. We'll see you then. Welcome back to our Exodus phase here at Theater of the Mind Players. Normally, we do a short bit after our show to talk about XP and what's coming up. But Agon has a slightly more involved element of that because we sort of set up the next story and we set up the next. We talk about a few things there. So that's what we're doing right now in our Exodus phase. We'd like to once again thank Evil Hat Productions for having us run Agon and also sponsoring the show. We appreciate that. We also appreciate our other sponsor, Arc Dream Publishing. It's the P. I get the P.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing their Delta Green show coming up in a few months, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So. Before we talk about that spiel a little more, let's get through our Exodus phase. So, the heroes actually did very well. The only thing was that the town of Antetikus is now covered in molten rock and gold.
They like gold so much, so
Well.
there you go.
So
Hubris on their part.
I think they had been using Midas's powers to create golden things to lure athletes to their games, and now the amphitheater stands ever silent, and the eternal games or the InTurtle games are no more. I do think Domon InTurtle games is the title. I think we have to do it because then people are like, what? I have to listen to this weird thing.
It's also very Domon.
It's Soup's Domon. All right. So, but because you succeeded, we can't end on a down note like that. So, I think our final scene is of the Scaphos.
Scaphos.
Dropping off the slaves that they were able to rescue at an island that is decent. I mean, it's not Eden or it's not Olympus, but you think you can probably, maybe start a town here. And I think Stratton looks to Midas, who, even though the legends had said that he had died from starvation, he had been pulled from the sea by the queen but then turned into this factory, essentially. Stratton turns to Midas and says, "We will need a king to lead us as we rebuild and build this new island as free men, not slaves." And Midas says, "My boy, I think they already have one."
Put Sand on his shoulder. Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait! Stop!
Oh yeah, right.
Don't touch.
So
We invent chainmail, give him some gloves, we're good.
each hero player records a great deed from which the hero will be remembered, or a trophy that they seized in the adventure.
I have a paddle with world's greatest captain.
World's greatest captain paddle. I think that's perfect. Is Rupert your trophy?
Oh, Rupert's my pet now.
Well, but is also the trophy?
No, a golden skull.
Okay.
Ooh. The slaver's whip.
All right.
After protecting Lycos, can I say that as a thank you, he ended up giving me his golden finger?
Yeah, I think so. Also, womp womp wow. I know you've been wanting to do that the
I
entire
have.
session. Okay.
Damn. Maybe tracker? I think the most impressive thing that I did this entire session was keeping track of Lycos when he ran away.
Hide and seek expert.
Does Lycos become your apprentice?
Oh, that would be so great!
That is really
Oh
cute.
my
He must be
gosh.
really good.
I still have her.
Or you could be really good at
Fight.
hide and seek while you're really good at tag.
I'll do Master of Lycos.
Okay.
That's such a great idea, Rob. I like that one.
It's like I've done this
Now
before.
roll
Yeah.
craft and reason to make a prosthetic.
I actually do kind of
So
Look it up.
Skill
Like
reasoning gave it to me.
Norseman.
He's like, I don't need this gold finger anymore. Take it.
I got this sweet magic devil hand now.
She put a Gorgon hand at the end of my arm.
It just naturally rests in this.
Yeah.
All right. Legendary virtues. So let's start with Domon. What virtues did he exercise? Acumen, courage, grace, and passion.
I'm debating between grace and passion for the passionate seduction.
Passion to me for that.
I'm gonna say Grace because you weren't on fire this time.
I'll go passion though.
Yeah, passion
All
makes sense.
right. And let's go to Thalia.
There was a specific one, courage.
I was gonna also say courage.
For
You continued in the face of
Burning
No,
the city down.
I may say
You-
passion for that turtle.
I'm gonna say acumen for the turtle poops.
I think courage because you went by yourself to save an entire city, you know, from danger, and that took a lot of bravery to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not, I shouldn't laugh at Benny's dog coughs,
Her
but
cough farting. Great.
Her double barrels.
oh, Benny.
fantastic. You guys
All right.
doing-
Kyria.
I'm gonna say courage. Or no, Grace. Grace.
Yeah, I'd
You're
say
getting
Grace. You were kind of okay at talking this time.
Yeah.
kind of okay.
I will also say grace for the same reason.
I'll go with the acumen
Acumen.
for finding your way through shit and doing all that stuff.
Thank you.
Polybius.
Grace,
Mm.
you handled yourself very well.
I'm gonna say
this
courage.
time around.
I'm gonna go Grace too. You definitely handled things, gracefully, throughout everything that was thrown at you.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the first time you talked to Lycos.
So grace for you as well.
I said courage.
Okay, you said courage, which I think I already did.
Pasiphae.
I'm going to say
Passion.
courage for going into the glory hole.
Courage for that for me too.
I'm going with passion.
I'm gonna go with Grace because she.
Yes, that is my theme song.
I'm gonna go Grace.
Okay. All right. Is that everybody?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Anybody who wishes to change their epithet may do so now. Otherwise, we move on to the Vault of Heaven.
Thalia,
Vault that
burner
heaven.
of cities. Is
Um,
that
I also fucked it up with the face this time.
no?
but I
Actually,
did-
Heart Forger still works.
Yep.
That's good.
Ugh.
You forged a lot of hearts today.
Literal.
Probably should have ran my
interesting.
initial plan by before I.
So actually, the first.
You made everybody have a heart of gold.
So the first step is the fellowship. Taking turns, each hero ask one question to another hero. What are your best What is your best memories of home? What did you think of the land that we're now leaving? What do you yearn for? What drives you? What do you think of the gods? Or make up your own question.
Who starts this? I don't remember.
Whoever wants to go.
Pasiphae.
Yes.
What passion led you into the arena you're in now? What caused you to be a warrior?
It's the only thing I ever excelled at. My mother once told me you don't have much for brains, so you may as well use your body.
I can believe that.
Nice. Who's next?
Domon. First time as a leader. How do you think it went, buddy?
Perfect. Everything I did was perfect.
10 out of 10 would lead again.
Dude, the boat's still sailing. Oh.
We went in, we came out, we're all here.
We even got a turtle.
We even got a turtle and a magic boy. We did great.
Yeah.
All right, I've got one. Thalia, what is it that drives you? What pushes you forth?
The need to prove myself as a demigod. That I can be compassionate and save people.
Remember that you take a bond with each person that you ask the question from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thalia or Domon, you're next.
Kyria, what are you gonna do with that boy?
There's a lot of things that I've learned in my travels. And I may be looking to send this information home, but if anything were to happen to me that would prevent me from returning, I should share it with somebody else to learn too. And I was pretty similar before taking up my calling.
You were also missing a hand?
No.
Oh.
These are
Come
the
on.
original goods.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah, because nobody's at. Somebody already asked Domon the question.
Who were you before you started the war?
I was a foolish citizen who made a deal with God, which brought much chaos to my home, which left me exiled, and I had no choice but to be used by. I was from Athens, but I was forced to live amongst the Spartans, and they used me to do their dirty work.
Oh, God.
All right. Each hero rolls a contest of resolve and spirit for the sacrifice. The target is 9.
I'm gonna go just like regular. Let's use that last pathos before it all disappears, and I'm gonna bring in blood and valor also.
Actually,
It's-
pathos
Already went away?
resets now. Yeah.
Never mind, I will put that back.
No, but all your pathos goes away.
Right.
Yeah. So
If
everybody
you want
resets
to
their
start
pathos.
with pathos.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that now.
Resolve and spirit, you said?
Lionhearted Pacifier has rolled a 12.
All right.
Storm-eyed Kyria rolled a 10.
Well, Oblivious rolled a 5.
Nice.
Domon rolled an 11.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
All right.
Ooh, you gotta go wash your dice.
So,
Man.
They're
who
fired.
who suffers?
I
What was
do.
the...
What was
9
Oh,
is
okay.
the. So who suffers?
I do.
What god were you
Honored up.
honoring?
Athena, I believe.
Okay.
Oh,
Take
was
bad on that.
Were we all honoring Athena, or?
Well,
just-
you're honoring your personal god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Zeus.
Oh,
Ooh,
Zeus is not happy
shit.
with you guys.
Yep.
He's
Zeus
fucking
is
pissed.
max.
So that gives us a divine hate.
Yeah, he's at a D12 right now
Ooh.
for the final round.
And
You're
Athena's mad
welcome.
at us now.
Athena's a little mad.
Yeah.
Who prevailed?
I.
And who is best?
Was I Lionhearted Pacifier?
So you earn 1 bond with a deity.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Pops.
Back?
I have 2 with him now.
Oh, okay.
How much glory?
No glory in this one.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Damn it. 1 wishes.
So close to that D12.
Oh no, actually, you do earn glory. So everybody who who's best gets 9. Everybody who passes gets 5. Everybody who failed gets 1.
Hooray!
Everybody marks 2 divine favor with their honored god.
I popped on Hermes.
I popped on Hecate.
I popped on Athena.
I popped on Zeus as well.
I popped all over Aphrodite.
Really?
I think we already maxed out Hecate though.
Yeah, you did.
We maxed out Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Okay, so wait. Aphrodite, Hermes, Hecate, and Athena.
Mm-hmm.
We have
We
already
maxed out Athena.
and we just maxed out Athena, yeah. We maxed out Aphrodite and Athena.
and Hecate.
Hecate was already maxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with Zeus, I maxed out the divine favor of Zeus
So you go. We take 1.
on the vault of heaven.
Yeah. So he's mad at you, but he kind of respects you.
And then we
Like,
get
but
bonds with
I
all
know
of
you're
those,
working
right?
hard.
Yes.
Jesus.
So everybody gets a bond with.
Zeus. Hermes.
So actually, you all get a bunch of advances too. So how many things did you fill?
2. We
Okay.
filled Aphrodite and Athena. Hecate was already filled, and we
Okay.
popped that, I guess.
Mhm.
If that pops.
Yeah, hold on.
I popped him.
Here you go. So you got. So it was 2 that.
Got filled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means
and
that.
one that overfilled.
So that means that you can, if you haven't already, advance a D8 domain die to a D10. You can advance your epithet die to a D8, or you can add another epithet, or you can spend both of those to advance a D6 domain to a D8.
And we get 2?
You either get 2 of those first 3 or that last one.
I want my resolve and spirit at a D8. So I'm gonna do
Same.
that one. I
But
do
we
that
get
way more.
2 of those.
You get 2 out of the 3 of the first 3, so you can of these you get a D8 domain die to a D10, advance your epithet die to a D8, add another epithet. You get to do 2 of those, or you get to do a D6 domain to a D8.
Yeah.
So when you add another epithet, it's just an additional.
Mm-hmm. So it's another storm-eyed, strong limbed, whatever.
So when we roll our epithet, do we roll both then?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
So we can only raise 1 domain die at the moment.
Yes,
Okay,
either a
just making
D8
sure
to a
that it-
D10 or a
okay.
D6 to a D8.
Okay.
Mhm. So I could be the well-known Storm-Eyed Kyria? Or the glorious Storm-Eyed Kyria?
Yeah.
I could be the strong limb best captain Domon.
Yeah.
Captain is spelled like 3 Ks, yeah. Kapitantkan.
The Ks are silent.
Then we get a whole bunch of advancements.
Well, that's
that
was
is the
what that
advance.
was.
Okay, I was like,
So
wait,
we got 2 of the
first ones or the last one.
You either can take the D6 to the D8, or add another epithet. Okay.
or take a D8 to a D10.
Okay, wait. You can either take your epithet from a D6 to a D8, or you can take another epithet, add a D6,
Mm-hmm.
or, and you can do 2 of those,
Mm-hmm.
or you can do just once, take one of your domains up a level.
Okay, gotcha. 10-4.
Is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Could I up
I had to
my-
rethink it in my head like 4 times.
Could I up my
so.
D8
No.
epithet?
No!
He's messing with you.
I know.
No, actually, you can't up the, because that's
Okay.
off of your...
Okay.
Gotcha. So I will up that.
So you can advance your epithet die to a D8. And that's it.
Okay, I already have a D8, so
Okay.
I will do
Go
the
set.
domain.
Okay.
Domon, did you do your domain?
Yes.
Did you tell your
Did
dad
anything happen
Doman
because
that you
we
did
like
the
overran
domains
one of
with
the
this
No.
spots? Okay.
No.
That sucks.
But everybody gets a bond with those deities as well.
With Hermes, Zeus, Hecate, and Athena.
Not Zeus, because you didn't fill in Zeus.
Okay.
Anybody that you filled
Hermes.
We did Hermes.
Did we?
Yeah.
Am I
No.
missing that?
No.
Oh wait, no, because we did. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
Okay,
have
so
any-
Hecate and
Aphrodite and
Athena.
Athena.
And Aphrodite.
Athena and Aphrodite.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Hecate was already full, so
Yep.
Athena and Aphrodite.
I thought one other person got filled.
Okay, let me erase that extra one that I threw on
So
Hecate.
Athena and Aphrodite.
So who hasn't been leader yet?
Me.
So I think that rather than roll for leadership, it makes sense that you just take the leadership in the.
My plan was if I won was to
Yeah,
pass
I think
it
everybody
on
was
to
kind of going to be like, here you go.
Okay.
All right, so
Are we sure?
our final session of Agon is in 2 weeks, and that will be under the leadership of Polybius as you make your way to the Isle of Moira Nisi, home of the Fates and their strands and
Snip,
shears.
snip.
Oh shit, yo.
So we'd like to
Snip,
thank
snip.
everybody for coming out and enjoying our trip into Mythic Greece. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Evil Hat Productions and Arc Dream Publishing, for helping us put this show together. If you wish to support us, there are a lot of ways you can do so. You can share this show with everybody that you know and talk about how awesome it is. You can write a review that goes onto our iTunes page. Is probably the best central one because I think a lot of the other pod catchers draw off of that. If you wish to support us monetarily, you can go to our Patreon page and you'll get access to us. You'll get access to our Discord. You'll help us make decisions, and you will get the write-up of Untitled, the island that we just adventured on. That's only going to be available to Patreon backers. So if you want an extra island when you run your game of Agon, please sign up and you'll get one. We have one more show of this. And we also have an announcement to make about our live shows. We had originally talked about doing Ghostbusters for our live shows this year, but we had a crazy idea. So, I shouldn't say crazy. We had
No, it's crazy.
a ridiculous idea. And I'm very lucky that I have a crew of players and a technical crew that is willing to listen to my ridiculous ideas and go, yeah, that sounds great, let's do it. So for our live shows, we are actually going to be doing a storyline game of Worldwide Wrestling, where we are going to build up the storyline over the live shows that we do for the final massive pay-per-view at Gamehole Con in Madison in November. We're going to be raising charity money as much as we can. We're definitely going to be doing it at Gaming Hoopla. I think we'll try to do it at Midwest Gaming. I have to talk to the people there to see if they're okay with that, because I don't want to just be like, yeah, give us money. But I know we're going to be doing it at Gamehole Con, and we're definitely going to be doing it at Gamehole Con, and it's going to be very simple. There are going to be 5. Each player is going to be taking on the role of a professional wrestler, and this game in particular plays both sides of it, both the on-stage personas and the amazing stunts and over-the-top personalities, but also the backstage lives of the people involved. If you're a fan of the Netflix show Glow, that's a great example of the type of show that we're going to do, where the fake stuff influences the real stuff influences the fake stuff, and the line kind of blurs. So we're going to be looking at both ends of it. But one of the things that happens in professional wrestling is that the booker chooses who wins and who loses. But in our case, that choice is going to be to our charity donors. So if you really like one of the mind players, and you want to make sure that they go over, as the saying goes, where they win their matches, donate in their name to the charity that we're going to be doing it, and that's going to determine who does better. As in a way, it's kind of like real life. Whoever sells more merch, they're going to put them in more matches. But
like
in
Girl Scout cookies.
And think about it this way too: if you really want to see somebody lose because they've just been killing it this entire year, you gotta vote and like donate to the person that's going against them.
Are we allowed to donate to ourselves?
I was going to say, Tony is like, what check do I have to write to make sure that I... we're still working out the details. I know that we're going to be doing it for GameholeCon because that final storyline is going to be the first ever Grapple Hole tournament, championship tournament. And whoever wins, or whoever has the most donations, including the as yet determined celebrity guest that will probably be joining us once again for GameholeCon, whoever has the most amount of money donated to them as they progress through the tournament is going to win. So if you want to make sure that Tony's character ends up as the Grapple Hole heavyweight world champion, make sure that you donate to her character, and so on and so forth. And this is another reason why we want you to become a friend of Pat Rayon and join our Patreon, because the first couple of shows are going to start out as Patreon only exclusives unless you're at the convention. But if we hit our next membership goal, we will release them so that people can watch the shows as opposed to just the really cool catch-up videos that Lord of the Board Brad keeps on telling me that he wants to do.
I mean, y'all know you want to vote for Heidi Hyde.
Yes. Sarah has played Worldwide Wrestling before, and she's bringing her character back. Heidi Hyde, who is a...
Is your theme song Minnie the Moocher?
No, Heidi Hyde is... No.
Heidi.
No, yeah. No,
He's like, I understand the reference. It's the wrong reference.
Right, yeah. No, Heidi Hyde as in Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
So
She's a derby skater turned professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And she... are you sticking with the hardcore as your...
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go over all of this stuff
We'll
at our
see.
Session
We'll go-
Zero,
we'll
which,
figure out the
again, if you
details.
want to hear us develop these characters, our Patreon is full of our Session
Yeah,
Zeros.
ain't got one at the moment.
I ain't got none.
Oh, I'm just reusing mine, so don't.
So,
feel
but
bad.
it's going to be...
It could completely.
It's going to be a ton of fun, and I'm very excited that we're going to be carrying the storyline through, because I think, like professional wrestling, yeah, you can get involved in the storyline, but the best shows are the ones where you can wander in and are like, who's this person? Because it should be pretty obvious from the show who the good guy is, who the bad guy is, and what they're fighting
Oh,
over.
we need to find out which cons will let me be on skates.
Hopefully 0.
I know Gamehole will say yes.
All right. So, if you want more information on that, please check out our Patreon and follow us on social media. If you want more of our adventures in Greek mythology, come back in 2 weeks for our season finale of Agon, which I think is going to be a very exciting trip with the Sisters of Fate. So, until then, this is...
Tony Cheek.
Jordan Fishburne.
Sarah Babe.
Ethan X. Anderson.
Tawny P. Thompson.
And as always, our Lord of the Board.
Brad Davies.
For all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's just a game. I should really just relax.
I didn't burn the whole town down.